good morning. Oh, God, that was loud, sorry. Good morning, Bex.
Good morning, Shaun.
Let's be civil.
How
We're in
are
our
you?
winter clothes because it's an autumnal chilly in
I
the air,
know,
isn't
the
it?
thing is, it starts cold and then it gets really warm by the mid-afternoon.
Having said that, the next couple of weeks there's some glorious sunshine around, so it's going to be a great time to get out in the garden and get planting. I'm Shaun Ryan, by the way. This is wonderful Bex Edwards. Matt's doing all the technical things today. But if you are new to this live stream, we're going to be live for the next couple of hours. We've got some amazing deals, haven't we?
Oh, we've got some killer deals. I mean, we've got one right in front of us, which is pretty good, which we're going to be talking about. But something for everybody, something for all gardens, everything that you should be doing in your garden at the moment as well. Yeah,
a few things we need to tell you. On the live shows, you get free postage on everything. So everything on the show, you got free postage, which is amazing. Things like compost pots, all of the plants, even the really big ones.
Yes.
There's going to be a special off code on the screen. What does that do?
Oh, it unlocks everything. So if there are savings, if there's buy one, get one frees, if there's deals to be had, it will drop the prices, it will take the money off, but it also, as Shaun said, gives you that free postage. So you have to enter the code to get any of the deals.
And we can genuinely say the prices that you get on these live shows are ridiculously low. You can save a fortune. Now, another way of saving money, when you see the graphics on the screen, there'll be two prices. Well, there'll actually be three. There'll be recommended retail price, there'll be the price you pay, or, there you go. So the RRP for our compost, for example, is $36.97. The red price is a price you'd pay $19.97, but I like that yellow price.
I love the yellow price.
I like that yellow price a lot.
That is your club discount price. So you can join the club on your first order. Costs you just £10 to join. That is on an auto renewal. You can cancel it, but why would you? Keep it on the auto renewal, and that's going to give you all of these amazing discounts. It's actually 15% off of the plants and accessories. It's 7.5% if you want to go and look at the outdoor living and machinery on the website. You're going to get £20 worth of product vouchers sent to you as well, so you can use those to save even more money, and you get 2 free postage vouchers. Now, everything in the potting shed using the code gives you free postage, but if you're shopping the website, there is a postage cost. This will give you a couple of orders where you get free postage.
Now, I was telling a gentleman, I think it was called Richard, the other day at the hairdressers, Mum's Hairdressers, all about this show and our discount club. So, Richard, if you're watching, that's what I was going on about.
Come on, Richard.
And actually, Richard and everybody else, if you want to be part of the show, because we love it when you interact. You can ask questions, you can have a chat with us, let us know what you're buying. Various ways you can contact us. You can email the potting shed, YGTV@yougarden.com. You can send in pictures as well. Bex is in charge of the iPad today. I've had her control over the past few weeks. I've actually quite liked it, but at the same time, I'm happy to hand it back over to you.
I'm such a control freak. I can't help it. I'm sorry.
I don't mind. So, you can email pictures, comments, YGTV@yougarden.com. You can also join the live chat as well.
Yeah, you can. So, Julia, Verna, Keith, Dingo, you're all in the chat already saying good morning to everybody. I've seen an email from Ali G already, so I know she always sends us some pictures. Everyone else, get involved, please. Matt will keep an eye on Facebook this week, won't you, Matt?
Yes.
Because he forgot on Sunday or whenever it was. He will keep an eye on Facebook if you're watching on there.
So it's going to be a great 2 hours. And we've got winter bedding. We have got Rose of the Week coming up, which is beautiful.
It's a good one.
It won Rose of the Year 2024?
It did.
Yeah, there you go. We both knew that. We've got some amazing big plants like the Ceanotha Standard that are coming up. Oh, my word.
Oh, the paper bush.
We had this last year. Do you remember?
The fragrance.
Yeah, we had one in flower, and it was absolutely
I want one of these.
Stunning.
Definitely.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
I do too. So that is coming up as well. But we are going to start with the most incredible offer. It's a twin pack of Ceanotha Standard, the California lilac tree. Normally £80. $44.98. Club members, you're going to get these for just over £19 each.
That's amazing. That is amazing.
Is that the best price we've ever done?
I think it's got to be. It's a twin pack as well, and I think this is going to work so well as a pair of these trees. Now, you have to see what they're going to look like when they're in full bloom. They look great all year round because they've got the evergreen foliage, but this is going to be your standout plant when you get to sort of end of April going into May. It gets covered in these beautiful flowers, and it is mind-blowingly beautiful.
Sorry, do you know what? In my head, I want to, because I look after the pub garden in our village, and the big planters I think look amazing.
I think that would look great.
Yeah. Now, pollinators adore this plant as well.
Indeed.
And what you'll find with the ceanothus, the California lilac tree, the whole top of this will look like this. It'll be absolutely covered in those glorious flowers. As Beck said, normally around about May time, sometimes a little bit early, sometimes a bit later, depending on where you live, depending on what the weather's like. You sometimes do get little flourishes of flowers afterwards as well.
You do.
But the main flowering period is glorious springtime, and these look spectacular. To get a ceanothus grown as a standard is quite rare. By standard, I mean this lovely tall stem and then all the foliage and flowers at the top.
They are. Do you know, somebody sent us a picture the other day, and I'm going to see if I can find it because, and I've forgotten her name, but she's had one of these for about 5 years, and she sent a picture in.
Oh, I'm dancing this.
I'll have to find it for the next time we come to it.
Now,
it's amazing.
So, just a little bit of information about how you look after them. So they are fully winter hardy. They love a sunny spot, well-drained soil. They're not difficult. I pruned my mum's 2 days ago. I gave it a little trim back. But they are very, very low maintenance and easy to grow. But I can honestly say, in terms of the flowers, just spectacular. And this is going to give you, and I always say this with standards, what standards give you is basically more space in your garden. If you think about your garden, your beds and borders, and you're just planting horizontally, if you've got a small garden, quite quickly you can run out of space. But when you start to use the vertical space, which you get with a standard, it is like adding an extra dimension to your garden. And these will look great in beds and borders, but fantastic in pots. Imagine these either side of your front door, your back door, your patio doors. Oh, you found it. Oh, my word.
I found it. So it was Kathy. Kathy sent this in to us the other day. Now, obviously, it's not in full bloom at the moment, but I want you to see what this looks like after 5 years of growing. Okay, so take a little look down at the base there. Hang on, I'll zoom in for you. Can you see how thick and beautiful that stem has become? That is proper girthy, isn't it? Lovely. And then look at the head of foliage that she's got on the top there. Now, Kathy has obviously let hers get really nice and big. You don't have to if you don't want to. You could keep it a little bit more sort of rounder and lollipop shape if you want to. But I love that. And then imagine that looking like this.
I mean, they are stylish. They are incredibly beautiful. And for me, I mean, we both love ceanothus, we really do, but to have them as standards at this price is absolutely amazing. And it's something that you don't often see in a garden centre. No. I'm not being funny. I'm going to say Maytown, when these are in full flower in a garden centre, you could easily pay, I'm going to say $49.99 for one. And I'm not exaggerating. And in a really nice top-end garden centre, these in flower, one of them, you could be paying, I think, the best part of £50. On YouGarden TV, you can get a pair for just $38.23 for club members.
I want to show you mine quickly.
Oh, God, show me.
I just
show
want to
me yours and I'll show you mine.
I got it brand new earlier on this year. And so it was early April I got it, and then this picture was the 14th of May. So bear in mind, it's a new plant.
Oh my word.
And look at how
I didn't even know you had this one.
I did, I got it earlier this year, and you won't believe how much bigger it is now.
Wow.
So you can see how gorgeous the head of that plant is with all of those gorgeous flowers. It's doubled in size now. So next year, can you imagine how beautiful that's going to look?
And it is a great time to get these and plant them. They're fully winter hardy, but if you buy them now, you're going to get even bigger and more sensational blooms next year. So if you'd like to order, it's 510-200. You can order on the website, YouGarden.com, or if you prefer to give us a call and have a chat, it's 0844 502 0050. Now, I think one of the most useful and versatile plants you can ever buy has got to be a Fatsia.
Yeah, we love Fatsia,
we really do. It's one of our top favourites, isn't it?
We are definitely big fans of Fatsia, and there's so many different reasons why. I think, OK, let's start with shade, shall we, first of all, because this is actually a shade-loving plant. It can cope in a part sun position. Doesn't mind a little bit of sun, but I would never put it in a full sun position. It won't like that at all. This is your problem solver for those shady corners in the garden, because it will absolutely adore being there. Second thing is it's evergreen. So you've got this wonderful, tropical looking, beautiful, glossy foliage on here, and it stays looking good all year round. It's winter hardy, so it can cope with the frost and the snow and things. It might look a little droopy if it's really, really cold, but it doesn't kill it off. It perks right back up again as soon as the frosts have passed.
Yeah, I must admit, on a really cold day, it does sort of do that. But yeah, the moment it warms up, it's like, oh, I'm back.
I'm all right, I'm fine. The third thing, fourth thing, I can't remember where I've got to. It produces lovely flowers as well. Now, they can start flowering fairly soon, actually, any time from about October, November time. They produce these clusters of the most, I mean, odd but awesome looking flowers.
Yeah.
They're like golf ball sized flowers up at the top, and they're globe shaped. They're amazing. I've got some pictures.
They're really unusual, but they are. So they add some real winter interest. There you go.
Yeah, and you get clusters of them, and they're great for pollinators at that time of year as well. And finally, I love the fact that this can get massive. So we are talking 2-3 metres height and spread quite happily. So if you've got that shady corner, which can be tricky to fill, you plant a fatsia in there. They can grow quite quickly as well. They will fill that corner absolutely amazingly.
And the only thing I'll add is that they're really tolerant of pretty much all soil types. I mean, you've grown one of these even in a clay soil.
Clay soil, not a problem.
Yeah, as long as there's a reasonable amount of drainage. I've grown these for years, and they are a real winner. They're often used commercially as well. You see a lot of particularly pub gardens often have these just because they look after themselves.
They do, and if you don't want to let it get massive, you can container grow them. They'll still get really nice and big in the containers, but you can also prune these, and you can hard prune them as well. So if it gets out of control and too big for your garden, once you get to late winter, early spring, just as the new growth is starting, you can chop it back and it'll grow for you again that year.
Can I just say as well, for $14.99, 12 cents off club members, you get a really big plant.
It's amazing.
You know, that will already fill a nice gap in your garden. And a great time to plant right now. But let's take you on our nursery. If you may be thinking, where are Shaun and Bex? Well, we are here in the middle of a gorgeous nursery out in Lincolnshire. It's 11 acres full of gorgeous plants, including the fanciers.
Hi there, we've come out onto the nursery floor. We're taking a look at the beautifully lush, the almost tropical looking fatsia out here. I adore fatsia because it's so versatile. In actual fact, this is a great plant for growing in a slightly more shady area, and it gets nice and big if you want it to as well. We're talking 1.5 meters, couple of meters height and spread here, but it's really valuable for putting into those shady spots. And as we know, it actually isn't that fussy on soil type. It'll even grow in that heavy, thick clay soil that I've got in my garden. It is lush, it does look tropical, but actually is winter hardy as well. So this is going to see you through those winters, and it produces gorgeous flowers later on in the year, sort of October, November and into December time. These beautiful white kind of ball-shaped flowers you get on here that is fantastic for those late pollinators. So it's winter hardy, it's easy to grow, it looks lush and tropical, and it stays that way all year round. It's definitely a top tip from me, one you need to add into your basket.
That was Bex before she went naturally blonde. So,
well, I have a little help. I'm not going to say it's natural.
So an amazing plant, and what a fantastic price of £12.74 today. And great for pots and containers. We have got some incredible deals on pots today, actually.
Oh, we have, yeah.
Yeah, the barley would be perfect for the fatsia, actually. So just quickly get it.
Yeah, you'll need to drill some holes in the bottom of it because it doesn't have drainage holes in the bottom.
No, but there's a space ready for that.
Yeah, but it would be a great one for growing the fatsia ready.
Yeah,
Love
it really would. It would be very happy in there.
It looks like stone, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
It absolutely looks like stone, but it's not. And I actually quite like this one. I mean, I like all our pots, but this one's one of the thicker of the plastic pots that we do.
I think it's got a lovely kind of natural, earthy feel. And as Bex said, you will have to put your own holes in the bottom, and there's a space ready for you to drill. But it's also fantastic for houseplants.
Yeah, I was going to say,
well.
I've actually got, I think it's my yucca that I've got in the barley in the house.
For £12.99, £11 and 4 pence for club members. It's a beautiful pot. So if you'd like to add that to your order, 130606. But we are going to move on to our best-selling product of all time here at YouGarden. It's the product with the highest amount of 5-star reviews, and some of you will know that we have sold this compost on various different platforms. Now, the deal that we've currently got, I'm trying to ignore Bex here, is the best we've ever done in terms of price per litre. It's certainly the best we've done in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
We did the maths, and it is a better deal than the 100 litres that we were previously selling. So do bear that in mind. You're going to get 80 litres for £16.97. Now, Bex, what were you doing?
Pretending I'm a plant.
Yes. Very good impersonation.
I am a root.
A big root.
This is what I am right now. This is a root growing in this compost, and I can reach for all the nutrients. I can reach for all the moisture, and that's because this has got the most amazing texture. If I was a plant, I would definitely want to be in this compost. It's the absolute best. It's the thing that's going to give you the biggest, the best results, the most flowers, the most fruiting potential. If you're growing your vegetables, it's got some really amazing ingredients in here to give you the biggest and best crops.
Yeah, and it is just so reliable. We say it makes you a better gardener instantly. It really does. So 50% of this is composted wood fibre, and you can see, Bex has shown you here, the texture on this is amazing. It's open, it's airy, and that means that those roots that you just saw demonstrated beautifully by Bex can access everything they need, water, oxygen, all of those valuable nutrients.
Yeah, and do you know what? There's bits of peat in here as well. It's reduced peat content, but look, it does the job, and it does it so much better than any other compost that you're ever going to use. We know there's environmental concerns, but look at the other side of the story. There's environmental concerns with using coir fibre, which is what most peat-free composts are made with.
Do you know what was interesting? I run a garden club, and I've just had a flashback. I had a speaker at the garden club last night, and he basically said, and he kind of apologised, he said, well, I don't really like peat-free compost. It doesn't work. So he's a herb grower. He says it doesn't really work for me.
It doesn't work.
So we have got peat in here, but we only put the minimum amount in to give the maximum results. And some of the peats are renewable as well. Like
they are indeed, absolutely.
Now I can see some green balls. Yeah,
there's kind of green, tan, orange-coloured balls that you'll find throughout this compost, and those are a slow-release fertiliser, and this is a brilliant ingredient because those just break down and release that fertiliser into the compost, and that contains a feed that's going to feed your plants for up to 6 months, which is super important. I often forget, so it's good that it's included in there.
Sometimes it's the last thing on your list when you're gardening, isn't it? But that's an insurance. It means that your plants are going to be fed for up to 6 months as well. Now, one of my favourite ingredients in here is the wetting agent. We had a very, very dry spring and summer, of course.
Didn't we just?
We really did. And even in the winter, plants can drought, particularly on a windy day. A really bad windy day, and hanging baskets, pots, containers, they can drought in a matter of hours. What the wetting agent does, it means that when you water this compost when it's dry, it rehydrates pretty much instantly. And that makes such a difference. I mean, I'm sure everyone that's watching right now, you've had a time where you've watered a hanging basket and all the water just kept pouring over the side. And you're thinking, why isn't that compost taking on board that water? I think that particularly happens with coir when it's dried out a couple of times. Not with this compost. It rehydrates beautifully and pretty much instantly.
The thing with coir is it doesn't just run off the top. It actually takes the compost with it as well.
It does,
and that's really frustrating. The other thing is that this is going to be the compost that you use pretty much everywhere in your garden. It's pH balanced, so it's just in the right spot for the majority of things to grow in. The exceptions being your ericaceous, your acid-loving plants. My mind's gone blank. Blueberries, rhododendrons,
cranberries.
Thank you very much. All of those sorts of things need your irrigation.
That's right. That's
soil.
why we need two of us on the show. When we both have those moments, we fill in the gaps. And the best thing, of course, we will deliver it free of charge. That's it.
Yes.
So no going to the garden centre, no having to make that journey, use your petrol. Buying compost is not an easy thing.
I think it's not easy for anybody who's fit, healthy, and drives a car. But we had a lovely message from somebody it was actually on TikTok the other day, but it's relevant. Becca, she said, she doesn't drive.
No.
So getting big bagged products, that's really difficult for her. So yeah, absolutely, you can get it delivered direct to your house.
And that postage is included in the price. So this deal, I don't know how long it's going to last, but do stock up right now. $16.97 for club members for 80 litres, delivered free straight to your door as well.
I need to get some more. I'm on to my last bag.
Do you know, I need to check my emails because I think I might have a delivery. So I've just ordered 6 bags.
Have you?
Yeah, because I'm redoing the pub garden next week. So yeah. Right. Yeah, 6 bags. I hope that's enough. Right.
Let's go.
We're going to go over to what we call the favourites table. Now, we are predicting that these are going to be the best sellers today. We may be wrong, but I think we're going to be right, particularly with the top wave.
Yeah, now we were bringing these to you as plug plants recently.
We were, yes.
Now we're bringing them to you as garden ready plants. So maybe you've been waiting for the garden readies. This is exclusive to us, first of all. And these are your pansy top waves that produce the bigger pansy flowers, but are also going to trail. We shot this just earlier on this year, didn't we, when we went to visit the... is that... I can't work out, is it Stu's hand or your hand?
No, it's Stu's hand.
Is it Stu's hand?
Yeah. Mine are bigger and older.
Fair enough. All right.
Fatter.
Stu sticks his hand in there so you can see the size of these flowers, and they are big. They're beautiful. I love the personality that you get with the little faces on the pansies, the rainbow of colour, and I forgot to mention winter hardy.
Fully winter hardy, and they trail. You know, the only other trailing pansy that you may have seen on YouGarden is the cool wave, and that was a predecessor. That was the world's first trailing pansy, but the flowers are a lot smaller. So this is exclusive to YouGarden. It's the world's first full-sized trailing pansy, and these are going to flower for 10 months of the year.
I'm going to get some of these. I haven't got these. I've got the pansy cool waves in hanging baskets at the moment, but I am absolutely going to place an order as soon as this live is finished. I'm getting my garden readies. It's important to get them now and get them planted. This is what they will look like. The reason you need to get them planted now is that we want to get them flowering, basically, before the cold weather comes. And that's how you ensure that you're going to keep those flowers all the way through the winter. If you don't get them started early, it's fine. They'll still go through the winter. They just won't have reached their full potential.
And I'll just, be open and honest. My summer bedding still looks great at the moment, but I know from previous experience, if I keep it in there, eventually, suddenly there'll be a frost, it'll go over. And as Beck said, if I leave it till November to do all of my winter bedding, it just won't be warm enough and light enough for it to really get going, and it'll stay pretty dormant. But plant them now, they'll get all the roots down, they'll establish, and then you'll have massive displays for 10 months. So
sacrifice some of it, sacrifice some of it to get these in, because it's really important. They're garden ready plants, and we know a garden ready plant means it is ready to plant in your garden. There is no extra growing on that is required. It's not like a plug plant that needs growing on a little bit before you plant it out. You can plant it straight into your garden. But
please don't think these are regular pansies. They're not. No. They've been incredibly bred. They're the world's first full-sized trailing winter pansy. I'm going to get more than you.
Well, you've got more gardens to fill.
No, seriously, I've been waiting for the garden ready. I really have. And today is the day. Too. Let us know if you're buying them. Join the group chat. But they are incredible. I wish, it's really annoying, but we had some massive baskets here. Yeah. And I don't think we took enough footage of those. But they were huge.
Have they gone?
Yeah. I've got them on my social media somewhere, so I will try and share them. Have you got them, Matt? No. But anyway, they form the biggest displays imaginable. They really do. They are so resilient, fully winter hardy, absolute winter troopers in your garden. So promise you grab this, because it is a world exclusive to YouGarden, the Pansy Top Wave. I don't think I've ever been so excited about pansy, actually.
Yeah.
We are both like, we've got to have those.
Really exciting.
Yeah, you've got to have those, seriously. Right, we're going to move on. Now, this is something that my mum desperately wants in her garden. She keeps forgetting the name of it, bless her. She keeps calling it a lily. But these are the hardy Japanese anemones. You get 3 in the 9cm pots for just $14.97. And actually, if you've been looking around at gardens, in the past 4 weeks or so, the flowers that are really standing out in late summer and autumn, anemones are definitely up there, aren't they?
I love an anemone, honestly. These are just the most fantastic for giving you the late colour in the garden. Now, I know a lot of people's gardens, the summer bedding is still looking great, but a lot of it is also going over. I've got to say, mine is looking a bit shocking at the moment. I didn't pay enough attention to it this year. But to extend the summer colour, what you need are things like anemones and also like the Salvia amistad. So get these 3 in the 9cm pots. Get yourself a Salvia amistad as well. It's still available. You can get that. Those 3 things planted together will give you the most amazing display at this time of year. They flower a bit later, so these come into their own once we get into October, and they can keep going into November for you value as well.
And, you know, so many perennials have done their thing now, haven't they? You know, your delphiniums, your lupins, they've all gone way over. But we've got great weather. You know, we've had a lovely September. We've got great weather coming up the next 2 weeks in October. So, yes, as keen gardeners, we do want to extend the season. I don't want to give up on gardening for the winter. For me, it's a year-round hobby, and these are absolutely amazing. 3 varieties that you get there. So you've got the Queen Charlotte, which is the pink, Prince Heinrich is the red, and Whirlwind.
Whirlwind, which is the beautiful white one.
Do you know what really annoys me about this? 2 of them have got the Award of Garden Merit.
I know, and one hasn't.
And the white one hasn't.
It's
Why
so
not?
annoying because it will perform as well as the other one. I think they just haven't got round to it.
That's what I think.
I think that's what it is. They just haven't got round to it.
We're going to give it the Shaun and Beck's Award of Garden Merit because all 3 are beautiful and easy to grow. And then they're not difficult.
So easy. They're winter hardy. You can plant them out now. And now we know, everybody, and if you don't know, I'll let you know, it's the best time to get your perennials planted in the ground. A lot of people think that spring is the time to do the planting. And it's not wrong to do it in spring, but autumn is the best time to do it. So please get your perennials. Think about where you're going to plant them. Think about where the gaps were. Think about where you want that late colour, the autumn colour in your garden. Plant these there.
And they love a sunny spot. I was thinking anemones as well. They generally support themselves.
They do. In fact, we've got 2 larger ones just outside. Maybe we should grab those later on. We've got 2
Oh,
that
yeah.
yes.
They're about 9 centimetres, so aren't they?
And they do. They have these lovely tall stems. I mean, you could cut them for flowers as well if you want to have them indoors and have them for cut flowers. They're great for pollinators. They're brilliant.
So if you want them, you get all 3, $14.97, £5 each, and get them planted now, and you'll get even bigger and better displays next year. So nice sunny spot, well-drained soil. Just make sure they don't dry out when they're young. They do a bit like a hydrangea. If they dry out, they do instantly flop, but they soon come back. Right, we're going to move on now to
Scilla Siberica.
Oh, that's why Matt was singing surprise, surprise. Yes. I forgot we were coming on to the Scilla.
Yeah, beautiful bulbs here. So you're actually going to get 40 of these. Now, these have got the RHS Award of Garden Merit. They're very bluebell-like. They're not bluebells, but they are very bluebell-like. But you get those wonderful, vibrant blue flowers. And remember how rare blue is as a flower colour. I know we bring you lots of blue flowers. You could be forgiven for thinking it's common, but they are not. Blue is an incredibly rare one. And these actually I mean, they can cope in a sunny spot, but they can actually cope really brilliantly in a slightly more shady spot as well. They will naturalise gorgeously under trees. They'll naturalise through borders and through lawns as well if you want to. They're nectar rich, which is awesome. They're spring flowering. You might know there was the Siberian squill. That's apparently another name for them. I've never heard of that one before. But planting en masse, so you get that lovely sea of blue in springtime, that's what you're going to have these for.
And they do naturalise, and you know, over the years you'll get carpets of that beautiful blue. They're lovely.
Look at the centre.
Quite a dainty little flower, by the way.
Very
Not
cute.
Not tall.
No, only about, what, 15, maybe 20 centimetres max.
So really dainty, but absolutely beautiful. And I just love spring bulbs, you know. The winters can be long, harsh, and when spring bulbs come through, it just fills your heart with joy, doesn't it?
And I like this one because it's going to naturalise so quickly. It's not one that you're going to need to sort of buy on a regular basis. You know, once you've got this, you've got it.
Right, we are already getting orders coming through, so thank you so much. Don't forget to get the free postage and all the offers. You need to use that offer code YGTV 4125. But thank you to each and every one of you that has placed an order with us already. But we're going to move on to an exquisite buddleia. I love buddleias. They're known as a butterfly bush. They are magnets for butterflies. And if you are trying to get more pollinators in your garden, you really need a buddleia. But some buddleias can be, I don't want to say it, but a little bit boring.
Yeah,
perhaps.
I agree.
This is berries and cream, which I think is a lot more interesting.
It is.
Look at it. Oh.
I mean, I love the colour combination, first of all, the purple and white. You know,
always works, doesn't it?
It does work so well together. It's quite classy and elegant, I think. I mean, I'm very much a, you know,
I thought you were going to say you were classy and elegant.
I'm classy and
you
elegant
are,
as well.
Of course you are, Bex.
I don't think anybody would describe me like that. I'm very much about the rainbow of colour in the garden, but actually, I love that purple and cream, you know, colour combination, and that's exactly what you're getting here. Pollinator rich, pollinator friendly. They are nectar rich, so bees, but butterflies in particular are going to absolutely adore this plant. Please give it space. It needs room. It gets big. It's going to get to 2.5 metres. But then you get those flower spikes, and those flower spikes can be, what, a good, 10 10 inches, I think, in
I would
length.
say so,
They can get really big.
I was going to say about 30 centimetres, which is,
10, 12 inches, absolutely. Covered in loads of those little flowers. And I haven't got a buddleia in my current garden, but I'm definitely going to get one in the next one, because I just think to have all of those butterflies hopping around your garden will be a delight in summer.
And if they ever do get too big, you can really pretty much hard prune them back in springtime, because they flower on the new growth. So, you can control them, but they do look amazing. And they're very easy to grow. So nice sunny spot, well-drained soil, but they will tolerate even pretty poor soils.
Yeah, definitely.
They're not fussy plants.
My friends have got this, and they hard prune it every single year because they've got a small space at their caravan, but they use it as a shielding, a screening plant between the gardens. And every year they give it a really good hard prune, and every year it just grows to that nice size, so it offers that screening. So
that's berries and cream. Look at the price. That's the size you're going to get. 3 litre pot, £11.04 for club members. 511 and then we are actually super excited.
That's really cute, isn't it?
Look at these. Yeah, these are our Gojo Berries Sweet Life Berry. I like that. Sweet Life Berry. Wonder why it's called that, Bex.
That's so sweet, though. Look at those little berries on there. All right, so you can grow your own goji berries in your garden. They're healthy fruit. They are packed with antioxidants, vitamins, minerals. Do you know what? I've never tried one. Maybe we need to pick one off. Pick one off. Are they edible at this point? Well, they should be. Yeah, they're normally cropping, but sort of August, September time. So let's have a try.
Oh, they're delicious.
Ooh.
Aren't they?
That's a really nice flavour.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Oh, I like that. I mean, you could do so much with these. They can go into puddings, desserts, you can make sauces.
Do you know, I was going to say, I've only ever had them dried before.
Really?
Do you want another, Bex?
I've never tried them before. Those are lovely.
I first... Do you know what? I first heard about the goji berry. There was an article on Madonna, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, years ago.
Madonna?
We know
she's all into all her health stuff,
you go about years, but I just remember this article about Madonna and goji berries. I think there's a picture of them maybe munching on some dried ones, But that's the first time I'd even heard of it.
Have a look, because it is packed with like antioxidants, vitamins and stuff, so it's a really, good berry for you. But also super easy to grow as well. It's a really resilient plant. It can be drought tolerant when it gets established. It can pretty much grow anywhere. I mean, sunshine, light shade isn't going to be a problem for it. It'll get to it can get big. It can get to 1.5 metres quite happily. It needs a little bit of room to spread. But I think you could container grow this as well. So if you've got your heavy duty pots, for example, you could grow this in those heavy duty pots.
And you saw a little glimpse of the flowers. They're really pretty flowers as well.
Are,
yeah, like a lovely little purple star-shaped flower that turns into these absolutely gorgeous berries. They were stunning, weren't they? 310-033, and you get all 3 of those. Anyway, good morning, everybody. Welcome to YouGarden TV. It's lovely to have your company, as ever. You're with myself, Shaun Ryan, Bex Edwards, in the potting shed. We are live until 12 o'clock today. Right. Do you know... Should we have a look at the comments?
Let's have a look. So, good morning to you all. Julia, Verna, Dingo,
morning.
Olwen, Marisia, Anne, Neil, who will watch back later. He's dipping in and out without the sound.
Neil.
He's being naughty.
Neil A.
He'll watch back later on. Karina, hello to you. Just scanning down the names. Okay, right, let's look at the comments. So... yeah, he's dipping in and out. Marisia really wants the paper bush. You're with us on that one.
Yeah.
We absolutely do. That one will be coming up later.
We meant to both buy it last year. I don't know. I think it's sold out, actually. But I'm listening because we get a list of products sent to us. I was the same. I was like, I'm going to buy that this year. I've got the perfect place for it.
Olwen says, my ceanothus is losing its leaves where I live.
That's
that
unusual.
Shouldn't happen, Olwen. Ceanothus is evergreen.
That's very unusual.
That is very unusual. Have a little... is it in a pot? Have a little look. Sounds like there might be an issue because they really shouldn't lose their leaves.
They don't normally get diseases.
No, they're quite diseased. But there might be if it's in a pot, maybe there's something going on underground. Maybe there's ants in the pot or something. I would have a little look at it and see. And no, Olwen, I haven't moved house yet. It all went to pots, but it might be coming good again. I'll keep you posted. Fingers crossed. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks. Oh, it's such a saga, isn't it?
That's the first thing I asked Bex today.
No, Marisia, the paper bush has not been on yet.
No, it's there.
Coming. It's coming up, so you haven't missed it. Don't panic.
I mean, we can bring it up.
We will in a bit. It's just her carer arrived, so she had to disappear for a minute, but she's back now.
Ah, fine. But please stay watching for the paper
Yeah,
rush.
it's coming.
Has got
Don't
the most
you worry.
amazing story. It really has. But yeah, if you want to contact us, if you want to be part of the show, you can also email, which is ygtv@yougarden.com. And you can send you pictures of your gardens as well.
Ali G sent in a few things. Things looking good in her garden at the moment. So we have a wonderful rose bush here.
Very pretty.
Oh, I try and name them. It's going to be that small one, isn't it? The
carpet rose.
Maybe it's a cup. Anyway.
Oh, which one?
I don't know and it annoys me. Right. We had
it the other week.
We did. Can't remember. We've got the gerberas, which are still looking fantastic in her garden as well.
Of course.
So really vibrant, beautiful colour, long-lasting, looking amazing.
And they should absolutely make it through the winter and come back next year.
Yeah, they should. And final picture from Ali G is another gorgeous rose.
Oh.
Still got buds on, still giving you its glorious flowers. And absolutely, roses should flower for you into October.
And if you do love roses, we have got a brand new Rose of the Week coming up, which was Rose of the Year last year, 2024. That is coming up.
Tony, hello to you, Tony.
Morning, Tony.
He says, good morning. Just 3 pictures this morning, and he's named them for us.
Thanks, Tony.
We've got a laurel. Oh, nice. Oh, I love those flowers.
That is
Look
beautiful.
at those.
Beautiful.
Nice. Now that makes me want the laurel. We've got the lovely asters. Do you know, I was loving that. They've all started to come out in the garden. Asters are amazing for this time of year.
And again, you know, we had the anemones earlier. Asters and anemones together look fantastic.
They do look so good.
I must admit, my asters are looking good this year. They are.
And then finally, the little lovely nodding head of a hellebore.
Yeah, and they're just coming out, aren't they?
They are.
Some of mine are just beginning to flower again as well. Was that a Coley's by the side of that? Anyway.
I don't know.
Don't worry.
Gone off it now. Dingo sent in a picture. So he says, morning, Bex and Shaun. Started cutting back the gunnera. I love that gunnera. And Aaron Lilies on the main pond this morning. The gunnera is going to be split into 5 new plants.
Oh, send me one. I don't have a gunnera.
We'll be getting in it the weekend to do the rest. He's got to get in the pond, which I absolutely love.
Oh.
There we go, look. So they start cutting everything back. Amazing.
Oh, thank you. We love to see your pictures, as you know.
Thank you, Dingo.
Right,
all right, Andrew, we've still got your pictures to look at. We'll come to you soon.
Yeah, and please keep sending them. This is what YGTV is all about,
It
building
is.
our fantastic gardening community. We love being here. You know we do. We're here every Thursday, 10 till 12, and every Sunday, 9:30 until 12 as well. But you can always watch any of the shows on Catch Up. They're always uploaded on the YouGarden website and on YouTube as well. Now, this is I think it's the best price we have ever seen on 2 standard ceanothus. So remember, this is a stunning ceanothus that is evergreen, that flowers every year without fail in around about May time. These have been grown as standards on the tall stem. You've got this lovely, what we call a lollipop shape, and the whole head of this will be covered in flowers next year. If you buy them now, you can get them for it works out £19 and about 12 pence each for club members. Then we brought you one of our all-time favourite plants. It's a true winner. It's one of the easiest to grow and yet one of the most dramatic to look at. It's called a Fatsia japonica. Some people call it the castor oil plant. Those are the flowers, and it is a winter flowering plant. So you normally get those November onwards. They're really quite unusual, really just an added bonus to the Fatsia japonica because it has beautiful foliage all year round. Winter hardy, will tolerate most soil types. Shade or part shade, absolutely ideal. And yes, you can very easily grow that one in a pot. And you are going to get a really big plant then, the 17 centimetre pot for £12.74 for club members. Don't forget, if you're not a club member, you can join today for just £10. Then, do you remember I said a really nice pot for the Fatsia would be the barley? But I've just recognised, that's my house. That's my house. I forgot we filmed that. I forgot we filmed the plants in there. So yeah, I've used it as a pot for a house plant. There's a Monstera in there because it doesn't have drainage holes in it. So it's really weird. It's really weird seeing my lounge on the TV. By the way, that cat cushion was about £6 on a holiday abroad. But yeah, that's a barley plant pot, ideal for houseplants, big houseplants, but great for outside use as well. But you will need to put some drainage in there if you're using it outside. Right, I tell you what, because so many people have asked about the Edgeworthia, the paper bush, we are going to show you. So, these are the flowers that you get. And a bit like a magnolia, it flowers on bare wood. So you imagine this in March next year, absolutely covered with these amazing flowers. And you get yellows and whites and creams all together. It is, if you've ever seen one of these in flower, it is one of the most spectacular sights ever. And the great thing is, although it looks exotic, it looks unusual, it's actually incredibly easy to grow, this one. And I don't know why, but Bex and I both fell in love with this last year, but we didn't buy one. I think it did sell out. We have got it today in a 3-litre pot. It's a big plant for $16.99. I am so getting one of these. So that is coming up. So a lot of you have been asking about this. It's known as the paper bush as well. It's the Edgeworthia, and that is only $16.99. But yes, it is a spectacular plant, and generally speaking, flowers on bare wood in the early springtime. Now, another award winner at Chelsea is a hydrangea runaway bride. Yes, this is another plant of the year finalist. Well, it won plant of the year, and it is a runaway bride. And what this is a hydrangea, so it's really intriguing because unlike a lot of, we love hydrangeas, but you've got the mopheads, the paniculatas. This flowers all the way along the branches. So a little bit, I always think it looks a little bit like a tiered wedding cake because it flowers and flowers profusely all the way along the branches to give you tiers and tiers of beautiful flowers. And it does that all summer long. So it is one of the spectacular hydrangeas you will ever see. And only $14.99, 510-841. Loves kind of like part shade, keep it nice and moist like all hydrangeas, doesn't like to dry out, but it is absolutely beautiful. That is very stylish actually, I've got to say. I think pretty much all hydrangeas are stylish, but the runaway bride is exceptional. And that's 510-149. Sorry, that went a bit quickly. No, this is 100-149. Strulch, now, we have got a price today for 2 bags of this, $22.92. Why would you want Strulch? Well, it's a brilliant product that solves so many problems. First of all, we're heading towards winter. Any tender plants, you know those sort of tender perennials that will tolerate some cold but don't want to get too cold, a layer of this acts as a duvet. It keeps the ground warm. Now, we're also moving towards the wet season. We're heading into late autumn, winter, we get a lot more rain. What this does is prevent slugs and snails from eating your plants. When it's wet, we tend to get a lot more slugs and snails. They don't like this product. Now, it's 100% organic, it won't harm them, but when they come into contact with it, they simply move on. They do not like the feel of it. It's a brilliant weed suppressant as well. And we say it stays active for about 2 years, but when that time has passed, dig it into your beds and borders, and it dramatically improves the soil structure as well. And it's great for flower shrubs, fruit and veg as well. Now, the most popular item on the show so far, and it's the best deal we have done all year, price per litre, it's the 80-litre bags of our Prima Professional Compost. And all you 45,000 club members, you can grab this for $16.97, and that includes free postage. So it works out less than £8.50 per bag of our best-selling product, which is our Prima Professional Compost. We use this on nursery. Anything that we grow in the nursery is grown in this compost. It is a commercial premium product that you can now enjoy in your own gardens. Right. We are going to move on. Are you all right, Bex?
No, don't fall over.
Sorry. Sorry, we didn't see it. Bex stumbled across the potting shed.
Hello.
Hello, you're fine.
Hello.
Shame you didn't see that. It was brilliant. Good morning to everybody. We are live until 12 o'clock today in our potting shed. And we've got so many fabulous deals and plants for you. And we're going to move on to one of our Nandinas, actually one of the latest Nandinas in our collection, known as Lemon and Lime. I love this, don't you?
You got this one yet? You've got all the others, haven't you?
I haven't got this one yet.
Yeah,
no.
you need to get this one. Big order today. Pansy top waves are definitely going in there. Get the paper bush.
I spent £170 the other day.
Did you?
But I saved a fortune. I think my saving, with all the discounts and things, it's about a couple £100.
Really?
Yeah, honestly. I spent a lot because I was getting everything for the pub garden because I'm doing that over the weekend and next week. But I saved a couple £100.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Listen, I'm definitely going to be adding the entire collection of Nandinas in when I do move house. So Nandina Lemon and Lime is going to be there as well. And Lemon and Lime, because look, you get the most beautiful shades of the foliage here. And honestly, the tops of these turn the beautiful, bright, limey lemon colour up at the top there. And then you've got that darker green foliage down at the base. Very similar to the Obsessed. If you've got the Obsessed, I think this is the perfect partner because the Obsessed has the red top and this has that beautiful lighter lime and lemon colour top.
And actually, Bex, it has a very similar shaped leaf, doesn't
it?
So, yeah.
Well, I think if you were going for, because I think these would be great for creating, you know, a separation, like a low hedge border. And I think that, you could go for several of the Lemon and Lime and plant them sort of maybe 40, 50 centimetres apart. They'll grow into each other and form a nice low hedge border, about a metre 20 is what they'll reach. Or you could do Lemon and Lime Obsessed, Lemon and Lime Obsessed, Lemon and Lime Obsessed, and have the green top, red top, green top, red top. And I think it would look amazing.
I like that idea.
Yeah,
it's quite unusual,
really
but it works. Yeah.
Well, I'm sort of thinking about it in the. I'm thinking new house, front garden. We're going to put walls up there, and I'm thinking about the hedge in front, and then alternating between the Lemon and Lime and the Obsessed.
I like that idea.
It looks so good, honestly.
I did buy. I did a garden makeover for a friend earlier on this year, and I did use quite a few of those because he wanted low maintenance. But I also think this is great just as a centrepiece in any of your pots and containers.
Agreed.
Because I know a lot of us contain a garden, and you change your pots from summer bedding to winter bedding. You put bulbs in there in springtime. But if you use this as a centrepiece in your pots, this is going to stay looking good all year round. And all you need to do is plant around it. So you might put some hellebores in winter, so you might put spring bulbs, you might put the pansy top wave, trailing around the sides, but you've got this all year round looking absolutely spectacular. And again, it would be very difficult to lose this plant.
So hard because it's just so tough. It's completely winter hardy. It can cope with minus temperatures. And what I really enjoyed seeing over the summer of heat waves that we had, I mean, it was hot constantly, wasn't it? Nandinas were one of the plants that actually stood up to it all.
Yeah,
they didn't mind the heat.
So right,
they really were good in the hot temperatures, and they can cope with those colder temperatures as well. Plus, they are just ridiculously low maintenance. You never have to prune them.
I almost killed one, and literally it had been.
Was this the ones that dropped all its leaves?
Yeah, it got stuck down the greenhouse. I use that as a kind of like an extra storage area, and it got hidden around the corner. I think it had blown over, so I couldn't see it. And basically, it wasn't watered for quite a few weeks in the summer. It did lose all its leaves, which it would never normally do, but it actually came back. Yeah. And I thought I'd lost it. I did think, gosh, Shaun, as a gardener, how could you kill a Landina?
But I love that.
You're not as good as you think.
Because you should never give up on a plant.
No.
Sometimes you think it's gone, but actually, a little bit of nurturing, a little bit of love, and it can come back for you. I've done it with one of my houseplants. I've forgotten the name, but it shouldn't drop its leaves. It has dropped all of its leaves. It's dropped all of its leaves.
It's not ficus, is it?
Yeah, it's a ficus.
Yeah.
It's a ficus.
You underwatered it,
I completely underwatered it, completely neglected it. It's dropped all of its leaves, and I'm looking after it, and I can see little green shoots coming again. So it is coming back, not a problem.
So they are. The other thing I should say is they are incredibly disease resistant. It's one of those plants that very rarely gets affected by disease as well. So it's a brilliant plant. I love the different tones of greens and the lemons and the limes. And that is 511269. You can grab it today, normally £20, but £12.99 on the club discount price is just £11.04. So some amazing deals.
There are.
Do you know what I bumped into? I don't know if he's watching, but I bumped into a guy who used to watch the Garden Bargain show that we did years ago, and I tried to explain to him, Richard, if you're watching, that this is the same. You know, it's YouGarden plants and amazing deals, and we are live. You know, so
I'm just not Angela. Sorry.
We loved Angela.
We loved Angela.
We loved Angela, but we love Bex too.
She retired.
She did.
She's gone to live in the south of France. You've got me now. Sorry.
Yes. I've upgraded to a younger model. No, Angela was wonderful, but as is Bex. And,
Thank you.
So Angela retired and lives in France. Right, we're going to move on, though, to our Oriental Poppy Papavia, the Patty's Plum. What a gorgeous poppy this is.
Love
Look at this
Patty's
one.
Plum. Oh, my
There you
word. She is just stunning.
Isn't she?
And that shot that you had there of the entire garden, I mean, that for me is the dream, isn't it? It's that wonderful kind of country cottage garden. And you're actually getting potted ones here. So these aren't bare roots. These are, already got going for you in the 9cm pots. And they're going to give you so many beautiful flowers. Once this gets established, you get multiples of those flowers in the summertime.
No, we will say plant them now. It's a great time to plant them. If you plant them in spring, it'll take a little while for them to get going. Plant them now, they can put the roots down, the ground's warm, but it's moist. There's still a reasonable amount of daylight hours about, and you'll get amazing blooms next year. Now, they will die down in the winter, so do not panic, that's completely normal, but you'll start to get new growth in springtime, and yes, you should get many fantastic poppies next year. And I love this one. It's almost like a crushed satin, isn't it?
It's beautiful. Oh. It really is. The colour of it is amazing, and when you look in the centre of the plant, that's when it gets really exciting. Now, I did plant a bare root a few years ago, and I have no idea if this is Patty's Plum or not, but I got my first, I planted it 18 months ago, and this was the flower that I got earlier this year. I think it's Patty's Plum. I think it is.
I mean, the light makes it look slightly pink.
It does,
but I think it's just the light.
I think it's just the light because it was a really bright sunny day. I'm so sorry, I don't know for sure because I didn't. I'm rubbish at labelling. I planted a bare root. I think it could be.
I just think the light's making it because it is more of a purple rather than a pink.
And I just love the centre of it, which is what I was trying to get for you here. Look, in front of the bowls move.
But the thing is, you planted that as a bare root.
Yeah, and it took me 18 months to get the flower. Didn't get anything the first year.
But buying it as a plant in a pot, you will get flowers next year.
You'll get flowers next year.
You really should. Sunny position, well-drained soil. It is an absolute beauty. And after poppies have flowered, if you cut them back, you do sometimes get them to flower twice. Me and my mum always cut ours right back after flowering, and you can sometimes get a second flourish in late summer as well. Get them now, though. Amazing price, and they are big flowers. I mean, I know that was a good size in yours, but as that matures,
it's going to get bigger. Yeah, absolutely. Really, really big flowers.
Now, one of the absolute beautiful winter gems has got to be hellebores. Oh. I mean, hellebores are beautiful, but this collection...
I loved your display you did last year.
Oh, thank you.
You had the lovely little sleigh inside and all the hellebores all around it. It was really lovely.
Basically, I tried with poinsettias for years to do Christmas displays, and do you know what? Poinsettias are, I think, they're a bit of a nightmare. By the time, they can literally lose all their leaves in minutes. So I did an indoor display with hellebores at Christmas time, and I loved it. I really did a big display. They don't want to be indoors for long, but for a few weeks over Christmas, they'll be, absolutely fine. But this collection, I call it kind of the shabby chic collection as well, because they're all doubles. But look at the tones and the colours. These are some of the most spectacular hellebores you can ever imagine growing. So I think if anyone said describe a hellebore, you'd think of a white nodding flower. These are more upright. They've got stunning bicolours and tricolours, and they give you winter flowers pretty much all winter long. Mine are just coming into flower now. And I will flower right the way, probably till it gets just too warm for them, normally. Yeah,
I mean, they do last a really long time. And what I love about it is that when you get to sort of January and February, when it's rubbish, we hate those months, and it's cold and it's dark and it's miserable, and there's not a lot else that is flowering, your hellebores are still doing it for you.
Adam described January to me the other day as a month of Mondays.
Month of Mondays, absolutely.
But as gardeners, this is what keeps us going. And they do great in a shady spot as well. Hellebores under trees. I've got mine under my eucalyptus tree. You get them as 6-plug plants. They're really well established if you look at the size of those. I would put those straight in the ground.
Yeah, these can go out. I know they're plug plants, and we often say you should, grow plug plants plants on, and you can if you want to, but actually they're really nice big plug plants.
Yeah.
I think you can go straight out with those as well.
And they are perennials. They come back every year. They go a little bit dormant in the summertime.
Keep them watered though, by the way, in summer. They do not like to dry out. So particularly if you're container growing your hellebores, make sure those pots stay watered. Move them into a shady spot, keep them in a shady spot and keep them watered.
Or if, like me, you've got them under trees, like I've got mine underneath my eucalyptus. My eucalyptus really drinks a lot of water. So on certain days, they will flop if they're not watered. But if they're fully winter hardy, they'll get bigger and stronger. Quite often they'll self-seed as well, but it is the double queen mix. They are beautiful.
I love that colour.
Yeah. I think that's the best hellebore mix we do.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Without a shadow of a doubt. But it is time now, and we do this every Thursday, we still haven't got a professional jingle, for Rose of the Week. Oh dear.
Yeah, we won't start our singing career.
We really do need a jingle. Any singers out there, please get in touch. But we are very excited about the Rose Meteor because this won the very prestigious award of Rose of the Year, and it was a very good year for roses, 2024. What an award to win. Wow.
Yeah, it's an amazing one, honestly. I mean, last week we had the Rose of the Year 2023. This week we've got Rose of the Year 2024. We are bringing you some of the most amazing roses, and the colour of this is just stunning. I mean, it's golden, it's orange, it's coppery tones, it's petalicious for sure.
It's full, isn't it? Yeah.
It's a really full, beautiful rose that you've got here. It's a floribunda rose, so it's a shrub rose. It's going to grow to, the normal size you would expect, sort of 90 centimetres, a metre sort of height, and spread by 60 centimetres. Lovely upright growth you get on roses, and it's going to be topped with those wonderful clusters of flowers all the way through from about May to October is the general flowering season.
Now, I'm just looking at the size you're going to get because you're not buying a bare root here. And I'm not being funny. We're soon going to be selling bare root roses, and that's when you just buy literally the rose with no compost, no pot, and it's a great way to buy a rose, but they take a little while to get established. All of that growth, all of that work has been done for you.
And look at this foliage, please.
I know.
Really have a look at that gorgeous foliage. This is some of the glossiest, most gorgeous foliage that I've seen on a rose bush. And you can see those burgundy shades coming through, and I love it. There's a few varieties that do this, and I really do adore those burgundy-coloured foliage leaves.
And Bex, imagine when it's flying, that colour against foliage. I mean, I'm not being funny. To win Rose of the Year, it will have won it on so many different merits. But I'm just imagining the colour of those stunning roses against that foliage, and it's fragrant, of course, as well.
It's a lovely one.
Yeah, a beautiful rose, and great for small to average sized gardens. As Bex was saying, it's only going to grow to about 90 centimetres, fully winter hardy. So, it's going to make it to the harshest of winters, just loves a sunny spot. And roses, they do like a well-drained soil, but they're very easy. Modern roses are incredibly disease resistant and easy to grow. But that is, it's an amazing deal for Rose of the Year 2024, saving £12 today. But if you have just joined us,
hello.
You're watching YouGarden TV. This is lovely Bex Edwards.
This is the amazing Shaun Ryan.
Thank you, Bex. And equally as amazing is Matt, who's doing all of the graphics and the camera work for us as well. But we do need to let you know the most popular product today.
No surprise.
It's not, because it's the best deal we've done all year, price per litre on compost. You did work it out, didn't you?
I did. I can't remember exactly, but price per litre on this one is way better than the price per litre on the 100 litres. It was something like 20-something pence difference per litre.
Because we normally, most of this year, we've brought you the 100 litres, but it's at a far higher price. So, yes, we've done the maths. We know this is the best value in terms of price per litre we've done all year on our compost. And if you think about it, $16.97. That's a delivered price. We're not charging you, $3.99 postage. In fact, compost is heavy, so some retailers will maybe charge you $6.99 postage, $16.97. But you do need to use our offer code. That is very important. YGTV 4125. If you are new to the show, you put that offer code in your basket. We'll show you what to do. Actually, go to the website, click on Live Now, and if you put that code in there, apply code, and the price comes down. So do bear that in mind. Also, there will be a little memo about joining our discount club. You save an extra £3 on that by joining the club today. And the club, we are doing a promotion right now. So the one to go for is the auto renewal, because you can cancel at the end of 12 months should you wish. But that is only £10 per year, and that price will stay the same for the rest of your life as long as you stay a club member. And that will give you 15% off plants and accessories. You know, that's plants, pots, compost, strolch. But also you're going to get 7.5% off outdoor living and machinery. And what I think is amazing, you're paying £10 to join, but you will receive £20 back in product vouchers. And that is almost like getting £20 worth of cash to spend.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it really is. And you get a couple of postage vouchers as well. Because although you always get free postage on the live shows, if you're bang on the website, you'd have to pay postage, but you get 2 vouchers worth $6.99 each for those as well. So please join the club today if you're not a member already. Does that smell good?
It smells so good. Honestly,
oh, it does actually.
I was going to say, let's make a perfume out of this.
Earthy, manly perfume.
It is very earthy, it's beautiful, and it's a gorgeous smell, and people laugh at me when I do it, but actually it's really important, because if you've ever opened up other bags of compost and you've had that horrible, really sort of dank, rotten smell coming from the bag, this is so very different. It smells amazing, it's fresh and it's earthy and it's lovely. It's the perfect compost for pretty much everything you're going to plant in your garden. I don't think we've got anything on the show today. There's nothing acid-loving, there's nothing ericaceous. So anything that you buy today, I'm pretty sure I can safely say it will live its best life in here. It's not just going to survive, it's going to thrive.
And we always say it's for everything from seeds through to trees. So seeds, little baby plug plants, garden-ready plants going in pots, containers, any of the perennials that you buy, and if they're going in the ground, we always mix some of this compost in the planting hole.
Yeah.
It gets those plants off to the best start ever. Houseplants, you know, I've been repotting slowly but surely this year my houseplants. You've been doing the same. Absolutely amazing for houseplants. So it's the perfect compost for virtually everything that you will ever grow.
Yeah.
And the reviews, I mean, we get great reviews for our plants, but the top reviewed products over the past 2 decades has always been our compost.
Yeah, and I use this all the time. It's no surprise that this is the most popular item at this time of year. Spring and autumn, those are the 2 major planting seasons. So we do see a big spike in sales of it at this time of year. There's so many planting jobs that you're going to be doing, whether it's getting your perennials in the ground, whether it's planting your spring flowering bulbs, it might be moving things around the garden, it might be just adding more compost into the top of the pots and into the top of your borders just to replenish what's already there. There's so many jobs you can use this for.
So, if you want it, $16.97 is the club price. Now, there's one of the products that is an absolute garden essential. It's our heavy-duty pots now. Where do we start with these?
I mean, you can plant anything in here. Anything that we bring you from YouGarden, you could grow in these heavy-duty pots. These are Shaun's Christmas trees. Tomatoes.
Plants. I tell you what, the tomatoes this year did amazing as ever in these pots.
I much prefer them in the heavy-duty pots. They're great for storage. They're great for sticking things. You know, always got your tools in there. Carry it out into the garden, and then you can crack on with doing your deadheading. Temporary home for plants. Now, I have been doing a lot of that this year.
I bet you are.
Well, because I just couldn't be bothered. Well, not couldn't be bothered. You know, obviously, everybody knows, I'm sorry to keep boring you, I might move house, who knows. But when you know you're not going to be there anymore, I didn't want to spend loads of time and attention on the borders. So what I've been doing with all the gardening stuff this year is I've been putting them into heavy-duty pots, ready so I can take them with me.
I need to move out. I use it whenever I'm planting up. You saw them compost. I always put the premium professional compost in there. It's a lot easier to work from the pot rather than a bag. Right, this time of year, you're doing a lot of garden tidying up.
You are.
You're cutting things back. You're tidying up leaves. You're still weeding. You're still deadheading. They are absolutely brilliant because they're 30 litres.
And they're strong. They are tough. So, Shaun, you've had yours, I know you say, well over 15 years, some of them. Yeah. I've definitely had some for, must be coming up to 8-9 years or something or other. I've never, ever broken one.
Come on, took a pot.
I'm stronger than you.
Yeah. But they are absolutely brilliant. And, you know, how many of you lovely gardeners out there have bought garden trucks? You know, the ones with the colourful plastics that are flexible.
I've got some of those.
They rip, don't they?
They are.
The handles come off.
Rubbish.
Not with these. So get them today. I mean, look at the club price, $15.27 for 4 of those. They will be the most used pot in your garden. Not even used pot, used products in your garden. That euonymus, by the way, is still there. Still haven't found a home for it.
Still not.
No.
But you know, it's fine. It can live in there for the rest of its life if it wants to.
Absolutely. So do add those to your order. So we are doing an amazing price today. They're normally $27.96. You've got a tenner off, but if you're a club member, you will save even more and get them for $15.27. Right. We know from the group chat, loads of you are waiting to see the Edgeworthia.
Marissa has placed her order already. She said, what did she say? So excited, just bought the paper bush. You're going to love this plant.
Do you know what? It's already got buds on it.
I know. And do you know what? Most of them have. Stu and
Look.
I went out and filmed something the other day. There's buds forming. Now, traditionally, this would be flowering for you early on in the year. So from about sort of end of January going into February, it flowers on the naked stems, but we know we've had a weird year this year. Things are flowering at odd times. There are buds forming on this plant at the moment. The yellow colour, sort of a yellow colour, and then it goes a creamy colour, doesn't it? Do you remember last year? It was amazing.
Oh, we had one in flower in the potting shed.
And the scent that came from it.
Yeah.
I was blown
it was really,
away.
I remember it being very sweet.
Sweet.
And incredibly powerful, wasn't it?
It's a gorgeous, gorgeous
plant.
plant.
Why didn't we buy it? Because we both wanted to. Did it sell out?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I think it maybe did. Now, can I just say as well, the price of this, because they're actually fairly slow growing.
Yeah, really. Can be.
This will be several years old.
I can't believe it's $16.99.
I know.
I cannot. Okay. All right. That, and that is what I'm buying today.
I'm absolutely going to get that.
Yeah, no, 100%. I do think you're going to absolutely adore this one. Now, it can get bigger. It can get to maybe about 1.5 metres, metre and a half height spread, but it's going to take a few years to get there because it is, you know, gorgeously slow growing. Love the fact that it's given those flowers at the early point of the year when, again, there aren't a huge amount of things going on, and you are going to be blown away by the scent coming from this.
Do you know what I'm imagining? Because this could be flowering at the same time as your yellow crocus bulbs.
Yeah, nice.
It may be flowering the same time as your early tete-a-tetes, potentially. But this is going to be... I mean, I remember last year we had quite a few viewers sending pictures, do you remember? And they were just spectacular. Yeah. Because a bit like a magnolia, flying on that bare wood, which it generally does, it looks even more dramatic.
That's a great price.
Isn't it?
I mean, that's a
to
nice,
me, that's
sturdy plant.
Even the RRP, I think, is really like... And we do class it as winter hardy, don't we?
We do. We say sort of winter hardy down to -5. So for most areas of the country, you're going to be absolutely fine, no worries whatsoever. And I think a nice sort of sheltered spot in a border somewhere would be perfect.
So I remember saying this last year and talking about being winter hardy about -5. And then I don't know who it was, but somebody sent us a picture in from like one of these in Newcastle. Yeah. I was like, I've had it there. Do you remember that?
It's fine. I do remember. Yeah.
It was against like a picket fence. I remember it very clearly. So if you want to go for it, place your order now. We've got an amazing deal. We've had a lot of interest already. $16.99 for all of you club members out there. But we are definitely both going to get one of these. So we wanted it last year, and I don't know what happened. But that is a spectacular size plant for that price. It really is. And you don't see, it is quite a rare plant to see in the UK.
Yeah, do you know, I've spotted one near where I live, and they've got it in the front garden in a wonderful border, and it's a nice sort of sheltered spot. And I walked past it again, and it was while it was flowering, and it really did stand out. Yeah. It looked amazing, actually, but I don't see it very often at all.
And even when it's flowered and then produces the leaves, the foliage is lovely on this, isn't it? It's got really, you know, full, beautiful foliage. But any plant that flowers on bare wood, I mean, I was just thinking, you know, I love my Kojo Nome, and that you always get the blossom on the bare wood and then it produces leaves. I always think it's a lot more spectacular because the flowers really stand out. And I love that kind of mixture of various shades of yellow and creams in this one. It's just extraordinary.
Yeah, it's a beautiful one.
Yeah.
All right, 511-366 is the item number if you want to go for that one.
For some reason, I've started to think of cream eggs.
Really?
Well,
oh, because of the colour.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can see that.
I just had an urge to eat a cream egg, and I'm thinking, wow. But beautiful plant. Please, look, we would love you to be part of the chat. So let us know what you think of the Edgeworthia.
I was just going to say in the chat, Olwyn said, oh no, hang on, it's not a Ceanothus, the one that's dropping its leaves. She thinks it's the Palabin Lilac Standard. That's fine, it's supposed to drop its leaves.
That's all right.
That's all right.
Mine's just beginning to now.
Yeah, mine is as well.
They're just going sort of like red and coppery and
That's
dropping.
it, they're dropping their leaves.
Don't worry.
Don't panic. Don't panic, Mr. Mannering. All right, sorry.
Right,
that's it for the chat. No, that's it for the chat for now.
Okay,
they're all chatting to each other. It's lovely.
Don't forget, use that offer code YGTV 4125. That will give you free postage and unlock all of the promotions as well. I'm really, do you know, I get so excited about plants, and I'm really excited about that one.
Yeah, me too.
Right, so this is what Olwyn's got right now, losing its leaves.
Well, she's got the I think she said it was the standard.
Yes.
But yeah, this is very much the same plant, but this is the bush variety that we've got here for you. Now, what you're getting with the Syringa Patio Lilac Palabin is a lilac bush that is going to stay really nice and compact, growing to maybe about a metre, metre and a half height and spread, rather than, what, 3 metres, even taller, some can get.
7 metres.
Absolutely, they can get really, really big. This is going to stay nice and compact, and you've got the potential of it flowering twice for you in the year. It flowers typically in springtime, gets covered in those gorgeous lilac flowers, and it can give you a second flush of flowers later on in the year as well. Mine didn't this year, unfortunately. It did last year, but not this year.
See?
Maybe I didn't treat it right. I didn't repot it this year, so maybe maybe it's on me.
I fed mine with blue fast. I think that's what helped.
I'm rubbish at feeding, so that's why I say I think it's on me.
But it's a lovely, as Bex was saying, a really compact variety, fully winter hard. It loves a sunny position. The fragrance is amazing.
Oh, I love lilac fragrance.
Like,
so
incredible. But it will lose its leaves in winter. So, Olwyn, do not panic. It is deciduous. It will lose its leaves in winter.
Still looking really good at the minute. It is. I feel like there's buds coming.
I tell you what, here's something we want to throw out there. What weird stuff is happening in your garden right now? Because there's a
lot of stuff going on, isn't there?
There's some weird stuff happening, isn't there? Because
like the Primula Vialii, it's all flowering at the moment. It shouldn't be flowering now. I don't know what's going on.
Should be next May, shouldn't it? Yeah. My choicer is in flower.
Really? My neighbour's choicer is in flower. You're right.
That has never happened before. Mine normally flowers like March, April. That's what.
Yeah, mine's not flowering.
All in flower again. So.
Let us know.
Yeah, let us know what weird stuff's happening, not in your life, just in your garden.
Oh, you can tell us that as well. We don't mind.
Go on. 510 at 349 for the Syringa Patio Lilac there. An amazing price again of $12.74. But don't forget, we've got a brand new Rose of the Week. This has been incredibly popular. We'll just give you the details if you can, because this is the Rose of the Week. Now, this is no ordinary rose. Thank you, by the way, loads of orders coming through for this. It was Rose of the Year 2024. That is a massive award to win. The competition is fierce when it comes to Rose of the Year. This stole that award. And on so many different levels. First of all, look at the colour of this rose. I mean, if you love ochres, ambers, oranges, yellows, you've got everything there. Almost looks hand-painted. It's quite a full rose. We love the word petalicious. There are so many petals in each rose. It is a florid bundle, which means you're going to get loads of roses clustered together. Doesn't grow too big, about 9 centimetres. Like all roses, it wants a sunny position. But grab that. I mean, I'm not being funny. The price that you're paying is what I would expect to pay for bare roots, where you've got to do all the growing. That will come really well established in a 4-litre pot. But do be quick, because obviously it is selling really quickly. 531092. Also really popular today, and now is the time to definitely buy this. It's the Strulch Mineralised Straw. Now, look at all the benefits. First of all, if you've got any plants in your garden that are a little bit tender, some that will only survive relatively low temperatures, a layer of Strulch acts as a winter duvet. It will keep the ground warmer, so bear that in mind. Now also, it's starting to get wetter. Obviously, we're heading into winter. When it gets wet, that's when we see loads of slugs and snails, and they eat your plants. So this is a brilliant natural slug deterrent. Doesn't kill the slugs, it's an organic product, but they just don't like the texture. So if you put it around your plants, they simply don't go near them. Now also, it's a weed suppressant. Put this around any areas where you've got lots of weeds. It is brilliant at suppressing weeds. It's active for about 2 years. After then, if you just dig it into your ground, it will really improve the soil structure as well. And we're doing a massive deal on that today. 2 of the 9 kilo bags. You normally pay nearly £53. Look at this. Club members, £22.92. Then we've got the Hydrangea Runaway Bride. It's coming up. I'm trying to remember which year it won at Chelsea. I'm going to say 2018. Oh, yes, Bex has put the thumbs up. Yes, 2018, it was Plant of the Year at Chelsea. And it is the most beautiful hydrangea. It flowers all the way along the stems in rows and tiers and creates the most beautiful displays. So that is coming up, $14.99. Oh, and I do need to urgently remind you of the Edgeworthier, the paper bush. I might need to order mine early because a lot of you have got that in your baskets. It's $19.99, 5 to 1, 366. Now, if you're looking for something that looks great at this time of year, then anemones, Japanese anemones. You've got Queen Charlotte here, this lovely award-winning anemone, won the Award of Garden Merit. Then you've got Whirlwind, which is the white anemone. And then finally you get a red one in this collection, which is Prince Heinrich as well. The anemones, they'll grow to about 90 centimetres or so, maybe a little bit taller. They love a sunny spot. They come back every single year bigger and stronger, but they flower from late summer all the way through, really, until the very first frost. They are a beautiful plant. I think there's an elegance and a grace about anemones. And that is 480128. And then don't forget, we are currently doing the best price per litre on our premium professional compost. It is down to just $16.97, normally $36.97. But you might be thinking, hang on, I'm not a member of the club. Well, if you join today, it's going to cost you £10 and you will get so many amazing benefits. So here's myself and Bex to tell you more about our discount club.
If you love your garden as much as we love ours, then why not join the YouGarden Discount Club?
The club has been running for many years and it's where thousands of our customers enjoy a whole host of benefits to ensure that they get the most out of their gardens for less.
Now is a great time to join the YouGarden Discount Club as the benefits have just got even better. So what do you get when you join the club?
Firstly, our members will get bigger discount rates all year round. So you'll now receive 15% off our range of plants and accessories, and that's on top of any other discounts you might have.
For those bigger investments such as garden furniture or lawnmowers, for example, you now get 7.5% discount on all of our outdoor living and machinery range.
In addition to the ongoing discounts, you'll also get more voucher value when you join or renew your club membership. We will send you 4 £5 product vouchers, which you can redeem throughout the year against the cost of your orders.
And as a new added benefit, you will now receive 2 free P&P vouchers, which can be redeemed against the cost of your shipping.
Club members get priority access to exclusive offers and brand new products at our best prices.
We'll keep you up to date with fantastic advice and top tips from our grown experts and professional gardeners to make sure that you get the most from your new purchases and existing plants. The best way to join the club is with our auto-renewal subscription. You'll pay £10 per year, then at the end of the year, we will automatically renew your membership to ensure you retain all of your benefits. Plus, the price you pay when you join will never go up for as long as you remain a member. And that's a guarantee.
And remember, when you join the club, you will start saving from the very first order you make, as the discounts will be applied immediately. So with all that the YouGarden Discount Club has to offer, why not join us and start saving today?
We'd love to help you make the most of your garden for less with the YouGarden Discount Club.
It's a brilliant club. It will save you potentially hundreds of pounds, maybe even thousands in your lifetime. So join today. Right, really busy show. Thank you so much. But we're going to move back to one of the healthiest fruits you could ever grow. You've probably read about this in I was going to say health magazines. I mean, I don't really read any.
I don't read any magazines.
But you might have heard of this one. It's the gojo berry. It is a very popular fruit now, and you often see it as a dried fruit, I should say, in health shops.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is amazing. And you can grow it yourself. It's really easy to grow. Quite a resilient plant, very nice and easy. You know, plant it, love it, leave it is what I'm going to say to you on this one. A nice sunny spot, but actually could cope with light shade as well, so you don't have to worry too much about that. And it'll grow to, it can get a bit bigger. It can grow to 1.5 meters, probably, quite happily, each of these. But you could container grow it as well, I think. So, you know, a 30-litre heavy-duty pot, something like that would be perfect for it.
And we just tasted these earlier. But they're absolutely delicious, weren't they?
They're really tasty.
They really are. So tasty, nutritious, really high in antioxidants, and that is 310032. And they do produce lovely little kind of purple flowers, like star-shaped flowers.
They do,
as well.
And I mean, the colour of the berries is really attractive
as
well, isn't it? I mean, whether you're growing it as a grow your own to eat or just as an attractive plant in the garden, I'll tell you what, it'll bring wildlife into your garden as well.
They're very vibrant, aren't they?
They are really vibrant. I think the birds would go nuts for them.
Including, yeah, it's true though.
Including Madonna then?
No, that's including Bex. I'm not calling Bex a bird.
You can't get away with that sort of thing.
You can't.
I wouldn't mind, but you can't get away with it.
You really can't. Right, we're going to move on to the buddleia, and we always say this about buddleias, but if you are trying to get particularly more butterflies in your garden, butterflies are so important for pollinating the wildflowers, the crops, of course, you got to get a buddleia. But this is I think it's a more tasteful buddleia. Definitely,
because you've got the cream mix in with the purple flowers there. So I do think that is something that just makes it stand apart from, you know, the purple buddleia is the one that we see everywhere, isn't it? But the berries and cream is not one that you see everywhere. Beautiful conical flower heads, really long, really densely packed and really nectar rich, which is why it's a magnet to those butterflies. But bees as well. We was out in the nursery just with Matt the other day, and we were filming the bees hopping around all the buddleias that were still in flower here, because there's loads of them that are still in flower. I'm not going to guarantee yours will come with flowers on. They are starting to go over, but they can have a really nice long flowering season from them. They often start from you know, June, end of June time, you go through July, August, September, and they can sometimes still go into October as well.
And what I love about buddleia, they're just so easy to grow. They're not, you know, they're not needy. Just put it in the ground, nice sunny position. If it does get too big, you can really hard prune it back in early spring, just as it's coming back into leaf, and it will still flower that year, and you'll still get amazing displays. I chop mine back every year. Yeah,
and I think it's a really nice thing to do. I mean, if you want the sort of wild and free, just let it go. Yes. But you can actually keep it looking a bit more neat, compact, by giving it that annual sort of really tough prune.
But just lovely flowers. And fragrant, we should say, as well.
A lovely fragrance. Yeah. I do adore the fragrance of buddleia. Yeah.
And that's the size you will get. So it's a really big established plant in the 3-litre pot for just £11 and 4pence. Now, bear in mind, I mean, this is the value on YGTV. That big buddleia in that big pot is going to arrive for £11 and 4pence. You know, everything is big about that, apart from the price, which is small, £11 and 4pence. Right, we're going to move on to a really dainty winter flowering bulb, a really pretty one, which is the Scilla sibirica. These are really gorgeous.
I love them. I love the colour. The colour blue we know is so rare in the garden. And of course, you're going to get those lovely blue flowers. They do have those sort of nodding heads. They're sort of reminiscent of sort of snowbell shapes, but also you've got the reminiscence of bluebells in there as well. And they get to about
What's
15...
a snowbell?
Snowdrop. I mixed the two up.
It's fine. I'm thinking that's a new one. Snowbell, I like the sound
I'm going to go snowbell and a blue drop. How about that? Let's go for those. We're naming plants here.
Yes. New breeds.
Get to about 20 centimetres in height, but the fantastic thing is here, to be honest, you can buy your 40 bulbs and you'll probably never have to buy any more because they naturalise really nicely in the garden. So these are really good at spreading and creating that carpet of colour. They're nectar rich as well, so these are a great one for the pollinators, and they've got the RHS Award of Garden Merit.
And they're going to give you that beautiful winter colour sort of early winter. It's normally about February time.
Yeah, February, March.
Yeah,
absolutely.
so when your snowdrops have just gone back, these are going to be flying probably about the same time as your crocuses and maybe your early tete-a-tetes. And love a shady spot as well, so great for under trees. Adorable, really compact, and you get 40 of those for $9.99 at $8.49 for club members, 600 469. Right.
Oh, I was going to get the big plants. Can I go get the big plants?
Oh,
please,
yes, you
Matt?
were.
Take my mic out. You
so
tell
Bex is
them
going to show you what these grow into, but you are going to get 3 of the Japanese hardy anemones. This is the size you'll get in the 9cm pots. Now, these flower late summer all the way through autumn to the first frost. You get 3 varieties. This is Queen Charlotte, which is a stunning pink anemone. And she's got the Award of Garden Merit from the RHS, so award-winning. This is Whirlwind, so you've got a lovely, I'd say true white anemone, so really clean white with those lovely stamens in the centre. And then your final one, you get all 3 of these, is the Prince Heinrich, which is this gorgeous, it's almost just like a scarlet kind of red colour. All of these will love a sunny spot. They're easy to grow, so sunny spot, nice well-drained soil. The one thing I say about anemones, until they get established, they can be quite thirsty. Just don't let them dry out. But if you buy them now, this is what they could become in the next year or 2.
Yeah, I mean, and they can get taller. I mean, they can get to
nice.
sort of metre 20, you know, in a few years' time. But yeah, this is what we were talking about earlier with the sort of strong, sturdy, upright stems that you get from them. So we've got the Whirlwind, which is the white one, and the Prince Heinrich, which is, I love that colour of pink as well. Can you see the the graduation of colour? And then those gorgeous yellow centres in there as well. And what I love about, obviously you're getting the 9cm ones, but they will grow into these. What I love about them is that they're your transitional plants. They give you colour when some of your summer stuff has really gone over.
And actually, most perennials at this time of year, if you think about it, your poppies, your delphiniums, your lupins, they've all long gone, haven't they?
Absolutely. And look at this one, for example. I mean, they're both the same. Look at the number of buds that are on this plant. So we've got a flower open at the top, but there are so many buds just waiting to open up on here. And this is exactly what we mean by that transitional colour. This is going to be flowering right the way through October for you, and depending on, you know, conditions and what have you, it could be flowering into November. So I love the fact that you're getting longer lasting colour.
And you were saying great cut flowers as well.
Amazing
cut
flowers.
A lot of florists use anemones.
Beautiful.
I think they're great. And do you know, we do sell the big ones, but actually these are quite fast growing. If you plant them now, and some of these, even though they're in the 9cm pots, they're still, you know, many of them in bud and flower, but next year,
they could be like that size next year,
yeah,
couldn't they? Quite easily. Quite easily.
With your green fingers,
absolutely.
As long as you use our compost, then you should get results like that. 480128 for the hardy Japanese anemones, and they are fully winter hardy. But we have got a UK exclusive right now. Are you ready? Yes.
It's my top wave. There you go.
So this is the world's first full-size trailing pansy. Now you'll have seen the pansy cool wave that we've had on YouGarden for a number of years, and that's an amazing trailing pansy. But smaller flowers. Smaller
flowers. This one you are getting the great big whacking flowers here. That is Stu's hand going in there. He has not got dainty, tiny, little girly hands. He's got big man hands. So you can see the size that these flowers are going to reach. A gorgeous rainbow of colour. Lovely, lovely colour mix that you're getting in there. They're going to trail. They're going to be winter hardy. They can trail by about 30, 40 centimetres, just like the cool waves did, but with those bigger, more beautiful flowers. I'm going to say it. They are. And they're only £11.04 for 10 of those garden readies.
I was surprised that was the price for garden ready. I thought we might have that price for plug plants. You've got to bear in mind, this is a world exclusive, brand new to YouGarden. You're not going to see these in the supermarkets. You're not going to see these in other nurseries. We have got this right now. Yellowwood was some of the world's first gardeners to grow this amazing pansy top wave. Look how strong those plants are.
Look at those roots. Seriously, I mean, that is exactly the sort of root system that you want to see. And this is what we're talking about with garden readies. Bigger, stronger plants ready to be planted out. You don't have to grow these on wherever it is you're going to plant them. They can go straight into that location. A hanging basket would absolutely be ideal, because obviously these will tumble and trail. I'm going to be ordering some. I'm going to find a pot to put them in because my hanging basket brackets are full. So pots and containers, you just need to give them the room to trail.
Yeah.
You could plant them in the ground. Trailing plants can go in the ground and create ground cover. I just personally think they'll look better in a pot or a hanging basket.
I do. and they're going to flower for 10 months of the year, September all the way through to June. And actually, with pansies, a lot of people use them as annuals, but they are perennial.
Yeah.
So when it gets really hot in summer, they'll be. I'm going to use a word that I shouldn't use there.
Oh.
They're like a word that we use for exhausted, tired, but it's not a particularly nice one.
Knackered.
Yeah, but you shouldn't really say that, Begs. But you know, they will look tired after flying for 10 months. But if you cut them back in sort of like the end of June time, give them a good feed, put them somewhere slightly shadier so they're out in the full sun, they'll come back and do it all again.
Is it a bad word? My mum always used to get annoyed about that. I don't think it's such a bad word.
I don't know.
I don't think it's such a bad
Is
word
it not?
now. But I do think older generation.
Okay. Well, you've said it
do
now,
find
Bex.
it offensive. I'm sorry if I offended you. Apologies.
Right, some more garden readies for you. I think you're fine, Bex. These are the viola sorbet tiger's eye. These are gorgeous. So violas, for those of you that don't know, I mean, they are just a miniature pansy, really. They're just smaller flowered, but you get more flowers. However, look at these. This is a designer mix called Tiger's Eye, Sorbet Tiger's Eye. Every single flower has got these incredible veins. It's almost like somebody's taken an old-fashioned ink pen and just etched those in. I mean, they really are a true work of art. So if you're looking for something a little bit more stylish, unusual, then these are an absolute must. And you are going to get 20 garden-ready plants for £12.98, £11.03 for club members. Don't forget to get all of these special offers you do need. So when you place your order, either on the website or the phone lines, quote that offer code YGTV 42125. Then we've got Primrose Benelli mix. Now,
Mine are flowering.
Well, they do. This mix, they flower.
Oh, Benellis, yes, of
Yes.
course. These come through now, don't they?
Yeah.
Apologies. Yeah. No, I was thinking about the other primroses that normally come January, February time, but I've got the Benellis, which is why they're flowering.
You get a double whammy.
Duh.
That's all right. Well, it's surprising because, you know, most people think about primroses just flying in springtime, but no, Benelli have been bred to give you blooms
double flowers, yeah. Lovely.
Autumn and spring.
I love the colours as well. Such a rainbow colour. So pretty. It's 410035 if you want to go for those, and it's £12.73. But we've also got the beautiful pansy cool waves, and I've got these planted, by the way, in the pre-planted hanging baskets, hanging up outside my house. As excited as I am about the top waves, I still think there's room for cool waves in your garden.
Yeah. Both are beautiful, and again, you get 10 garden-ready plants for £9.99. Right, Good morning, by the way.
Hello.
It's lovely to have your company. We're in good moods today, aren't we? We're always in good.
Do you know what? I was like, oh, it feels like old times.
It does, doesn't it?
Back in the shed.
I know, because we don't work
nice.
together quite as often as we used to do.
It's nice.
But it's lovely, and it's always lovely to be with all of you. And some of you have been with us for, 2 years since we launched YouGarden TV. Just over now, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It was August.
Anyone in the chat, Bex?
Yeah, they're still chatting away to each other. I wanted to go back to Dingo with his Fatsia. He said, my Fatsia, had it a few years. Last year, cut it down to ground level. This year, it's come back with a vengeance. So just to prove what we were saying earlier, that you can actually, really hard prune them and they will still come back. He cut his down to ground level.
Wow.
I mean, that was harsh, Dingo.
Yes.
I wouldn't normally say ground level, but clearly it works. So brilliant. And we did not show Andrew's email, and we love looking at Andrew's garden.
Is this Andrew Lawrence?
It is.
Hello, Andrew.
What he said was... Oh, let me just do a connection. Hang on.
I always love looking at Andrew's garden. It's pretty fabulous. Always.
Spinning wheel of death. There we go. Right, so he says, had a move around for autumn on this sunny morning. Tuberose doing well. Had 5 stems.
Did you in the end?
How many did you get?
I got 5 in the end as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
I got 4 this year.
If you honestly...
Or was it 5? Anyway.
Andrew and I had a chat about tubers. They took ages to get there, didn't they, Andrew? But it was worth that journey.
All right, well, let's have a look. So, Andrew's got, your dahlias are still doing really nicely there. Asters are really coming through. That beautiful, is it Charlie Boy? It looks like it is. There's so much. The Nerines are coming through over there, look, as well.
Do you, Andrew,
much colour in Andrew's garden.
Colour for months and months and months. I recognise some of those pots, by the way, Andrew. Gorgeous hydrangeas. There's a tuberose as well.
What is that? Is that that's a hydrangea?
Yeah, he's got loads of hydrangeas. Look at the tuberose though. Yeah, Andrew had the same
those are his tuberose.
journey as me. It took about 6 months to get them going, but it was worth it.
Was that the same for Andrew?
Yeah.
It's amazing, you know, because I had so many comments from people about tuberose. I mean, mine came up within about 6 weeks last year when I first started growing them, but yours took literally 6 months before you saw any growth coming through.
Yeah, some of them. And some of them are only just flying now, but it was worth the journey.
Yeah, it's totally worth it for that fragrance.
And
Thank you, Andrew.
I got 9 out of 10 to grow. I lost one of them, but I just overwatered it when it went soggy. So it was my own fault. I did give one to a friend, actually, to my friend Matt.
Did you?
Yeah, because he came around a few weeks ago and one was just about to come in flowers. Like, what's that? I told him, so I gave him
Take it away. Enjoy that fragrance.
Yes.
It's amazing. All right, that's it
Thank
for
you, Andrew.
emails. But if you,
YouGarden.
I mean, we've only got about 25 minutes left. If you do want to send us an email with any pictures, we love looking in your gardens. There's no judgment, only praise. We love seeing what you're doing, so please do send us some pictures.
And we do steal your ideas, but that's fine, isn't it? Gardening's all about sharing.
We're not going to lie, we steal ideas.
Right, we're going to move on now to the plant of the year at Chelsea in 2018. Now, if you've never been to Chelsea, I'm sure you've watched Chelsea on the TV. We've been lucky, we've been there a few times with work. But the biggest award every year at Chelsea is the plant of the year, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And we're always, as gardeners, intrigued to know what won plant of the year. Well, in 2018, it was this absolutely beautiful hydrangea. And I mean, I think many of you will have grown hydrangeas. In my day, we just had the mop heads. Now you see all the lovely varieties and the pediculatas. But this flowers completely differently.
It does. It actually flowers along the length of the stem. So a bit of a breeding breakthrough that you've got here. And
look at that.
Flowers for a really long time as well. So this can first come into bloom from about May, and it can keep going for you right the way through summer into even September and October as well, with the right kind of care. Do keep it regularly watered. I was neglectful of mine this year, and anyway, keep it regularly watered. It's a hydrangea. It likes to stay nice and moist, and it does like a part shade position. Don't put it in full shade. It wants a bit of sun, but a part shade position would be absolutely ideal for you. The flower colour, I must say, does not change colour with the pH of the soil, which is something that you get with a lot of other types of hydrangea. If it's more acidic, it'll go one colour. If it's more alkaline, it'll go a different colour. This one is pure white, which is why you've got that lovely name of the Runaway Bride, because you've got obviously the lovely white colour, but the runaway bit comes from the fact that you're constantly just getting flowers all the way throughout those stems.
Running along the stems. Now, I'm going to tell you something that I've really realised over the past several years.
Yes.
When Chelsea is on, all of the previous winners become really popular again, and they are really expensive. You know, never buy a Chelsea plant of the year round about Chelsea time in May. Don't do it, you'll pay a fortune.
Yeah.
Buy it now. Buy it slightly out of season. Because did you notice that?
I have, yeah. Well, people start looking, because obviously it's in the news, and they start looking and they look back through previous winners.
Yeah, and it all pops up, you know, it's like on the internet and things, it all starts popping up, all the previous winners. And a lot of retailers do charge a premium price on any Chelsea, even the Chelsea runners-up. Again, round about Chelsea, you pay a premium. Get this now, it's a Chelsea winner, and it's £12.74 for club members. Now, it will lose its leaves in winter, like all hydrangeas, pretty much. They all go dormant. But look at what you get in a really big established plant. That will look spectacular next year. It
really will. I mean, the flower colour, the white, is amazing. Yeah. I was going to try and get that out.
It's quite rooty by the looks of things.
The white is absolutely amazing, and it works with every single style or size or colour range in all gardens. And it can get a little bit bigger, but I quite like the fact that it does seem to stay a little bit sort of more neat and tidy. Yeah. And it could easily be container grown as well.
And I know we love our summer bedding, our annuals that you buy every year. But if you think you invest in this today, you buy this one Runaway Bride, you might even want to go for more than one, but that is going to look like that every single summer. And as Bex was saying, it's long flying, so you're going to get amazing displays all summer long.
I think it's longer flowering than a lot of other hydrangeas out there.
It's beautiful. It's one of the most absolutely gorgeous hydrangeas you'll ever see. And we have got it at just £12.74, normally £30, but today £14.99. If you are one of our many 45,000 club members, your price is £12.74. And of course, if you use our off code YGTV 4125, postage is included.
It is. Make sure you use your code, please.
Right, moving on now to a Callistemon, the red rocket. So, do you know what? I just looked down. I can't believe the size of this again for £17.99.
I know.
You do get really good deals as we head slightly out of season, you know. We always give you great deals.
It's true. I always give the analogy, like, when do you buy your Christmas wrapping paper?
January.
After Christmas, indeed. You get the best deals. And you know what? It's not even like we're out of season.
We're not.
At all. Autumn is the planting season, but you will find that you'll get some amazing deals on plants at this time of year.
And to be fair, we start to reduce stock levels.
Yes.
So
True.
something like this, which we were introduced to this just this year. Our head gardener, Peter, had a big trip over to Sicily. We weren't invited. He had a lovely time. But he came back.
Maybe next year, Sean.
Yeah,
maybe
next year.
You never
but
know.
he did come back armed with absolute goodies from it's a family business we work with in Sicily that are amazing at producing exotic Mediterranean plants.
Look at
this,
those.
it's all about the foliage with this one.
Totally, it's all about foliage with this Callistemon, and it's about that bright red foliage, the fiery colour that comes through up at the top there. I mean, we make a comparison to this when we talk about Photinia, red robin, because you get that fiery red colour at the top of Photinia. But I think this one could be used as hedging or a standalone, amazing plant on its own, and you could make that comparison, but I think this one is better.
Yeah, well,
I think it's more interesting, more beautiful. Yeah, absolutely. It's pretty tough as well. This can cope with most areas of the country, and it's winter hardy, and it can cope with down to -5. So once this is established, absolutely, this is going to be perfect for most areas of the country. If you are living in some of the colder areas, then just bear in mind you might need to give a little bit of winter protection.
Yeah, and make sure you give it really good drainage. You know,
absolutely.
And a nice sunny position. But as you're getting a really big, well-established plant, something a little bit unusual, 680-321 for just $15.29 for, of course, club members. Right, we've still got about 20 minutes on the show, so we're just going to try and squeeze in a few extra items. And something that is seriously cute and a little bit unusual is our hardy pomegranate bush, which looks like this. Every time I see these, I just think that is the most incredible flower. It's almost like wax.
It's got a real waxy texture to it, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, the flowers that come through are just a really bright kind of orangey colour, and then they form into this really waxy texture, and then that turns into a pomegranate. It's just a wonderful transformation to watch. And on the plant, you can see sort of all the stages of that happening, which I really enjoy. So yeah, you can see the flower, and you can see the sort of life cycle, the transition of it turning into the pomegranate. You've got the evergreen foliage on there as well. It's a slow growing plant. Ultimately, full size, it can probably get to 1 metre height and spread. But I reckon it's going to take 10 years to get to that sort of size. It's a slow growing one. It is hardy. I might give it just a bit of winter protection in its first year, because it might just need a little bit to get it through its first year. So grow it in a container, or do something with it, and then after that you're going to be absolutely fine with it.
They are ornamental, we should say.
Ornamental.
Yes,
please. It's not going to taste very nice, basically.
Yeah. But they look fantastic.
They look amazing.
They're really unusual. And that is 680-066, $12.74 for club members. Right. So Matt, who is doing all the technical stuff, he's called this next item Matt's Get Rich Scheme Fast.
Right, I love that Matt has taken this as his own. I do believe, Matt, this was my idea, and I was saying you and I could do this together, and all of a sudden it's become Matt's idea.
Now you might be thinking, what on earth are they going on about? So these are crocus bulbs, but they're called saffron crocus. So they honestly produce saffron.
Yeah, they do.
Which
absolutely.
Which is incredibly expensive.
It's incredibly expensive. It's known as red gold because it can be, and most of the time it is, price per gram of this more expensive than the price per gram of gold.
Wow.
Now, the great thing with saffron crocus is that it actually flowers at a slightly different time to normal crocus. This normally can be flowering October, November time. So I know we're in October and you're going, hang on a minute, I reckon you can plant these and you're still going to get amazing results. What you will see, actually, when you get the bags, and most of them are looking like this, these are desperate to get planted. Can you see the shoots coming off there? Don't panic about that. I have planted so many bulbs with shoots coming off them, and they still grow, they still flower for you. You want to get these in the ground as soon as you possibly can, and these will produce those beautiful crocus flowers. And then if you want, you can harvest those red bits of saffron. You can dry them and then you can use them in your
Wow.
cooking. And if you're not interested in, you know, the fact that you can produce your own saffron from this, you can just plant these as an additional crocus in your garden. Crocus normally, or the other varieties, the ones, the species mix, and the large flowered yellow, the large flowered blue, they'll be flowering from February, March time next year.
But these are autumnal ones.
These are autumnal ones, absolutely. So if you just love the look of crocus, plant these as well as the others, and you'll have them in your garden for 2 times of the year.
And again, they'll do okay in a fairly shady spot as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so under trees and like that. But I love crocus bulbs. I think it's a shame you only get the flowers normally in February time, whereas with these, you can have the same kind of look. Does that get back?
I need to get mine planted. I've had a bag for about 3 weeks and I still haven't done it. It's my job. I'm going to do this.
Busy.
I'm going to do it this afternoon. I'm going to put them in some pots.
So
and get rich quick.
Yeah. 60455.
It's not going to happen.
Now, something else that I want to draw your attention to. We have got the most stunning violas, and this is, if you love bright colours in the winter time, have a look at the pumpkin mix. I mean, these are, we've seen these in flower on the nursery, and there you go.
Yeah, there's some
some coming in flower right now, and they just are so vibrant and beautiful. Now, they are violas, so they're like mini pansies. But often with pansies, you get lots of different colours, you get the faces that we talk about, but these are just a solid, gorgeous pumpkin orange. And that could look really dramatic. Again, I'm just thinking, you know, what you could be planting those in with, during the winter months. They would look, I think, you know, we had the lemon and lime Nandina earlier. Imagine those planted around that. So the greens, the lemons, the oranges. That could look nice, couldn't it?
Really nice. And do you know what? I love the orange in the garden, particularly as we get closer to Halloween as well. Because I think it's got that Halloween, sort of vibe to it. So it's a really good one to have.
I love anything orange and gingery.
Obviously, me too. I've got a ginger husband, so I don't mind it at all.
I hate to tell you, Bex, I think he's more grey now.
It's true. It's very true. He's going the lovely white that ginger people tend to go.
Yes. I'm like Tabby Cat at the moment. They are plug plants, so a little bit of growing on, but they're already a really good size. But a beautiful, really strong pumpkin colour, 401507. Now, this is another one I've got my eye on.
Whoa. I like that. The Black Beauty.
Yeah, this is, I'm sure you're the same. You kind of start putting a list together. And this is on my list at the moment.
I would definitely go for one of the more unusual magnolias in the garden, for sure. Solangiana is gorgeous, but it's the one that everybody has.
It's a popular one.
So I think that this one, the Black Beauty, with these really beautiful dark coloured flowers, and it's one of the darkest magnolias that are available. That is an outstanding one, isn't it? Relatively slow growing, but loads and loads of flowers, and it likes a sheltered spot in the garden. We know that, don't we, with magnolias?
Yeah,
because the wind can blow the flowers off.
Yeah, you don't want to, lose the flowers in a strong wind. Now, unfortunately, this footage doesn't show the centre of these flowers, but I remember they're like a really beautiful yellow.
Yes, they've got a lovely little streak in the centre of them, so there's a nice bit of interest going on in the centre there as well. I want to say to everybody, please, can you consider getting your magnolia now? Because what happens every single year, and it happens with a few different plants, but magnolias and cherry blossoms are the two that instantly come to mind. We get to that season, the magnolias and the cherry blossoms are all in flower, and then all of a sudden we get flooded with people coming in saying, have you got magnolia? Have you got this? Have you got that? Have you got that? And normally we have, or sometimes we haven't. And I just think you miss all the beauty of it. You're going to want one in your garden as soon as you see them in flower, so get it now.
And I also think as well, the way that a lot of nurseries work, when things are in flower, they put all of those plants right at the entrances as you walk in. And I remember buying a magnolia, it was a stellata, but I bought it because I walked in the nursery, it was in flower, in my face, and I paid an absolute premium. And then a few weeks later, it finished flowering. So buy it now, get the really low price, and then, as Bex was saying, enjoy it all year round. Now, again, like most magnolias, this will flower on bare wood.
Yes, yeah, indeed.
So imagine those flowers on bare wood.
And then you get the wonderful sort of ovate-shaped foliage that comes through afterwards. Now, they are starting to go over. I am going to point it out. The leaves are starting to go a little bit crispy around the edges, but that is because it's a deciduous plant, it's going to drop its leaves. But as we know, and we keep saying, autumn is the best time to get things planted. It's the best time to get your perennials planted in the ground. The ground is in the best possible condition that it can be in. It's as warm as it can be. We're getting lovely kind of, wetter days as well, so it's going to get watered in well. And plus the plant can then focus on putting its roots down. And then when we get to spring, it focuses on shoots rather than the two things at the same time.
But it is it's a slow growing variety and doesn't grow quite as big as some of the others out there. But what it produces in terms of flowers and the colour is incredible. It really is. Magnolias, I would say, they like the soil slightly acidic, but it's not essential. I've got mine in
really
just normal soil, it's fine.
Yeah.
So they're not too fussy, but they do like, I think, a sunny, sheltered spot. If you've got them in too much of an exposed area, a bit like your cherry blossom, then you can lose the flowers quite quickly. But yeah, I've got my eye on that one.
Yeah, good.
Yes, I think it's a yes.
Well, I've got my eye on this one. I love a passion flower.
Oh, my mum's has gone crazy.
Really?
Oh my word. My mum's, I cut it back in springtime. It's covered about 5 fence panels.
Yeah,
it's an old one, you know.
They are quite a vigorous climber, so if you've got, a big area to cover, like you want to cover up those fence panels or something, then definitely a passion flower is a really good way to go. Also because it does tend to hold on to its leaves throughout winter as well. It would be classed as an evergreen.
Yeah.
So a lot of, like clematis and stuff like that, although there are some evergreen ones, but there's a lot of climbers that will lose all of their leaves, and I think
and look really miserable all winter.
It's sad. Whereas this one's going to give you that evergreen foliage, and then you're getting the most amazing flowers. Honestly, I think the depth of the flower, the layering that you've got with all of that interest.
It's so complex, isn't it?
It's stunning.
Yeah,
it is
when you look at that.
absolutely stunning.
And this is, I know some passive flowers are a little bit more fragile in the winter months, but this is one of the hardy ones.
The blue one, it is slightly more resilient. It's easy, it's sort of tough, it's vigorous, which I really like. This can grow many metres.
Yeah, in a season.
6-8 metres, quite happily it can cover, maybe even a little bit more than that.
Honestly, so my mum's is, I cut it back a bit this week when I was doing some work for her, because it covered 5-6 fence panels, seriously.
Beautiful.
Yeah. They're stunning, and they often, particularly on a hot summer like we've had, they produce those ornamental fruits as well.
They do, the egg-shaped fruits. I really like these little...
Yeah.
And this is quite a good, vigorous climber, because actually it doesn't really need any help. It helps itself. It produces these tendrils here that wind their way around whatever it is that it's climbing up, look. So it gets this little springy tendril, and that just grabs onto something, whatever it might be, and just climbs away. Love it.
I mean, it's just a fabulous size, isn't it?
Beautiful. Beautiful.
14.90. It's only $12.74 for club members. 50334. Anyway, good morning, by the way. Thank you so much to each and every one of you for watching YouGarden TV with myself, Shaun, Ryan, and Bex Edwards, and our wonderful Matt as well. What amazing deals we've had today. So don't forget, YGTV 4125, that is this week's offer code. That will give you the free postage on everything on the show, but also it unlocks all those extra promotions as well. And if you're not a club member, you do need to join, don't you?
Yeah, please, come on. Get in the club. You're going to save so much money, honestly, and you're going to get £20 worth of vouchers back to you. You're going to get a couple of free postage vouchers as well. And if you love spending money on plants, then there's no reason to not join.
And it's £10 for the year on auto renewal.
You should join.
Yeah, you definitely join. It's a brilliant club, and you say even on today's order that you place in maybe for the first time, you will save 15%. But I tell you what's been really popular. Plants of Year at Chelsea, I wish. Plants of Year at Chelsea 2018. The Hydrangea Runaway Bride. So, remember, this was a breeding breakthrough with hydrangeas. Most hydrangeas, think about your mop heads, your paniculatas. You get big clusters of flowers, but on tall stems. With this, it flowers all the way along the stems, and it flowers all summer long. And it is beautiful. It's a really, it's a pure white. So I think it's very stylish and attractive. But the way it flowers, and the whole plant can be covered in flowers, like the whole plant all summer long. Now, I mentioned it earlier, but if you buy a Chelsea winner round about Chelsea time, when the Chelsea Flower Show is on, all the previous winners start to pop up on the internet and start to appear in social media, and you pay a premium. And I've really seen prices rocket. You know, this one around Chelsea, you could easily be paying twice that price for. Well, it's what, £29.99 is our recommended retail price. But if you buy it today, £12.74. And it is a great time to plant hydrangeas. I planted most of mine in October a couple of years ago, and they loved it. Because they're not going to drought. Don't ever plant a hydrangea in July. You know,
My word,
it's going to be hard work.
Won't like it.
It won't. It'll be in shock, and you've got to keep watering every day. Plant it now; it can settle in. It will lose its leaves. It's deciduous, but in springtime it'll start to come back, and you'll get amazing displays next year. I mean, look at the size. That I would expect loads of flowers next year.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. In fact, Andrew sent a picture in.
Hello, Andrew.
Andrew sent. Don't know if you have time to show. Bought earlier in the year. It is coming into flower again, and you can just see that there are some lovely little clusters of flowers starting to appear again on that plant, and it can flower right the way through the summer for you and into autumn, which I absolutely adore.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
Thank you, Andrew.
Love it.
He's a great gardener, isn't he? Oh, I tell you what, we do need to remind you of
favourites.
Yes. Now, Bex and I are so excited about having a world exclusive on our pansy top wave. So remember, you are going to be some of the very first gardeners in the UK to have this amazing breakthrough in breeding. So we know the cool wave, don't we?
We know the cool wave, and we love the cool wave. Grew it last year, and I'm growing it again this year.
Same here, and it's a trailing pansy, but the pansies are smaller.
They are.
This is the world's first full-sized trailing pansy. Those are the flowers you're going to get.
Yeah, and they are big, they are bold, they are beautiful, gorgeous colours. They're winter hardy, they trail, they're going to be perfect in hanging baskets. I'm going to be buying some as soon as the show is finished, and I'm going to be putting them into pots and containers where they'll tumble and trail over the edges all winter long. Please get them planted as soon as possible, because you want them flowering before the colder weather hits. It just means that you'll have flowers throughout the winter. If you don't get them flowering early enough, it won't kill the plants. It just means you'll have to wait until the spring before they'll really get going. So get them now, get them flowering, and enjoy them all the way through the winter months.
And imagine, like, all of your friends, family, your neighbours, they're going to come around to your garden and say, hang on a minute. What are those? How have you got trailing pansies like that? And they will trail, you know, maybe even up to 60 centimetres or so.
I can't wait.
Are fully winter hardy, and they're going to flower until the height of summer next year. 10 months.
Literally, they can go, I mean, my cool waves are going right up through to the end of June.
Yeah.
So these can do exactly the same. Deadhead, feed, keep them watered. Those are your only jobs. And you can have a lovely variety of colours. A lot of these are bicoloured and tricoloured, so all the colours of the rainbow. But I grab them today. They're now the top seller. Masses of orders coming overtaking
through.
The compost. My word.
I know.
That means there's a lot going through.
But isn't it amazing that YouGarden have got the world exclusive on this right now? It is impressive, isn't it? And I saw some big baskets made up of these that were about 9-10 months old. You saw them as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
They were huge.
Massive.
Yeah, they really were huge. 410 233, and they're the Pansy Top Wave. Brand new variety. You're not going to find that readily available, because we have got the world exclusive. £11.04 for club members. Top Wave. I was thinking, what is Bex doing? It's a top wave.
There's a top wave, that one.
Can we just say thank you so much to everyone that's bought from us today, that's watched the show. We are back on Sunday. It's you and Stu, isn't it?
It's me and Stu on
you and Stu on Sunday.
Indeed.
I will see you next week. But we're going to leave you the details of our Prima Professional compost, because it is currently at the best price per litre that you've had all year.
Yes, absolutely. Now, it is the 80 litre rather than the 100 litre, but just buy an extra, set. But it's the price per litre in this one that makes it so good. And of course, you've got the professional compost, which has the most amazing ingredient, which, pretend this is a root. If I was a root, I would be so happy to grow through this compost, because it gives it space. It means that the roots can breathe, which they really need. And the ingredients mean that your plants are getting everything that they could possibly want to grow big, healthy, and give you the biggest flowers, the best flowers, the most fruits, the biggest crops of vegetables. It just makes your life so much easier.
It does. And at this price, because we don't claim to be the cheapest, but actually when you look, it's working out less than £8.50 a bag for club members, and that includes free delivery.
Yes.
The value is amazing. And we know we get thousands and thousands of 5-star reviews for this compost. It's the compost that we grow our plants in on the nursery. And we've actually got 2 sites. We grow hundreds of thousands of plants here, and they are all grown in our pre-professional compost. So we do believe it to be the best. And actually, if you had trouble this year, if you maybe went for the peat-free varieties, and you had a bad year, because it was a very hot summer, a lot of the peat-free compost, they dried out terribly, didn't they?
Really bad.
A lot of plants and vegetables and fruits struggled. Ours does have peat in it, but it is a minimum amount to give maximum results. But there's so many other great things in there. The slow release fertiliser, those little green and orange balls that you see, they're going to feed your plants for 6 months. The actual main structure of this is composted wood fibre.
It is, and that's what gives it this wonderful texture. I mean, you can sort of compact this right down,
Go on,
but then instantly it just gives it this amazing texture, which allows those roots to really get in there. So I love that composted wood fibre, and it is really well composted. There aren't any great big lumps and chunks of sticks that you end up having to pick out before you can even start your planting job. It's got the best texture.
And we deliver it straight to your door.
We do.
You know, there's nothing, well, I'm saying nothing harder, but it's not easy to buy compost.
I don't like it, and I'm relatively, you know, fit and healthy.
Yeah, it's not easy, is it? And there's no staff in shops anymore, is there?
Nope.
You know, try going to self-checkout with a bag of compost. Not easy. We deliver it straight to your door, making it really nice and convenient as well. So don't forget, you can still order after the show. This show will be uploaded on our website and on YouTube. If you want to watch it back, if you want to see, you know, certain plants that we talked about again, you can of course do that. But thank you so much to everyone that's placed an order. And don't forget, if you haven't placed your order, we've got a nice list like we have in our heads or on a piece of paper. Make sure you use that offer code as well.
I'm getting online right now.
You're going to place an order. I'm going to be live on TikTok this afternoon, 1 to 4. So if you've got the TikTok app, you can join us on TikTok. But for Bex and myself, happy gardening, see you soon.